You bet your balls we are. The Premier League is in full swing, and it means it's time to throw on your black and white Newcastle shirt and make sure you don't take a nasty tackle below the waist. Our partners at Manscaped are here to save your boys from taking on a shot from distance off Matt Ritchie, which would sting. It would sting. So you can stay clean and take care of yourself where it matters most. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs.
Manscaped has just launched in the UK and the EU. We've gone years without using the right tools for the job, but no fear. Manscaped is here with an absolute screamer to deliver the best tools for your below-the-waist grooming experience.
Lee, how has Manscaped helped your grooming?
Well, I used to use a lot of cheap razors, and put it this way, Sam, I was stinging for a few days because you've got cuts left, right, and centre, button down. Ouch. Not anymore. Not with this bad boy. Oh, it's beautiful. And I can say it has improved my love life. So that was my experience of cutting myself left, right, and centre. Sam, please tell us more about Manscaped.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team has perfected the greatest hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. Look at that there. Battery life up to 90 minutes. But the Lawnmower 3.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Adjustable, clean, easy, simple to use, and no nicks, which is very important.
The Perfect Package 3.0 comes with the new improved Lawnmower waterproof cordless body trimmer, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag for you to use when we're done quarantining. The Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with a crop preserver and a crop reviver. The crop preserver is anti-chafing ball deodorant, which ensures that your afternoon stroll doesn't end with your balls sticking to your leg. The Crop Reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts, which give your balls a boost.
Yes, please. Get 20% off with free shipping with the code NFTV at manscaped.com. You can be one of the first men in Europe to experience their life-changing products. Take advantage of this limited time offer for Manscaped's top-class lineup and try it for yourself. That's the discount code NFTV.
So Sam's a big fan. I'm a big fan. We've got our Manscaped products. Have you? Check the link in the description for free shipping and a whopping 20% off at manscaped.com. Yes, hello everyone. Good morning. Still got to get used to saying that. Good morning. It is. How you doing? Is all right. Welcome to another live watch along where we hope, touch wood, that Newcastle can come away with a result. And we've got a massive packed hour for you before the match kicks off. We're going to reflect on, of course, because it always is nice to reflect on a win. So we're going to reflect on we've got match reaction from Bruce. We've also got one of our lads' reaction, and we'll also take a look at what the fans said about the win, and then we'll switch the focus to West Ham. We've got a lengthy clip from Dan Lawless from West Ham Fan TV. And of course, we'll talk about the lineups when the lads start coming in about 25 minutes, half an hour or so. But yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to the latest video on NFTV. If you can smash that like, that would be absolutely wonderful. And YouTube members got a massive 33 exclusive videos last month, and I think that's nearly halfway already for this month. So if you want to have more info, just click the join button. There's a video on there, tells you everything about it. Keep your comments coming because I'll be reading some of them out. And as ever, thank you very much for watching and choosing Newcastle Fans TV, which we've just hit 25,000, which was incredible. Absolutely fantastic. More on that when the lads start coming in a little bit later. But we've got ex-members coming on the channel as well. Not today, but that's in a couple of days' time. And we'll also have a live Q&A stream for you. So if you want to jump on board and have your say, please do. Thomas has said, morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well, Thomas. Graham's went to say, morning, all. Hope there's 3 points, more importantly, a respectful 1 minute silence at 3 p.m. I have asked the lads about that, if they want to pay their respects on the fan reaction. So that's down to those guys. So no criticism my way. Good morning, everyone. Lee, just to let you know, ASM is starting. Wilson is on the bench. Yes, we'll take a little bit of a look at the lineups as well. Andrew Bell, I hope we get the win today. Come on the tune. Martin, obviously part of NFTV, pushing it. Well done, reaching 25k. And it is a sad day. So, yeah, the whole nation will be pausing at 3 p.m. For the funeral of Prince Philip. Good evening, everyone. 8:30. Wow, Paul, that is late. Very late over in Australia. Morning, says Barbara. Nice to see you as well, Barbara, in the chat. I hope you stay with us all the way. Turn your telly down, stick it on mute. Stick with us as well. Ollie's in there, another member as well. You can see all the members involved today, which is brilliant. Great to see all the members involved as well. He doesn't like the fact that Shelby is captain. Silly people hope we don't sit back and defend all game because we know how that works. We're over live on Twitch as well. Gamer JB08, morning. Morning, says Jacob. Another one. Martin's throwing the beer 52. It is nice and sunny, so if you want to get your beers in for the gardens, there you go. Have a look at the link in the description. Mike, another member. Highly hope for a winter day. Totally agree. It's nice. 12 p.m. kickoff. I think it's 12:30. The kickoff, and rest in peace, Philip. Right. I talked a little bit about the lineup, so we may as well have a little spy about them. We'll talk more in depth about them a little bit later. When the lads start coming in, but this is your Newcastle United lineup. So Alan Saint-Maximin is the big one. He is in. That is the big one. It's effectively the same side, except from ASM comes in, Dwight Gale drops to the bench. So let's run you through it. It's Martin Dubravka in goal. It's 3 at the back, or if you want to look at it as wing backs, however you look at that. I see it as wing backs. So it's Jacob Murphy on the right, Matt Ritchie is over on the left. It's the same 3 centre backs because we haven't got no one else at the club. These 3 will start, which is Fernandez, Clark, and Dummett. I think Clark and Dummett need a little bit better performance this week. They've a little bit ball watching of late. John Joshevi will play. He's captain. Sean Longstaff had a poor first half, but great second half at Burnley. I would expect him to have that little bit of bite. I hope he carries that on. Miguel Miro will be given the license from the midfield to try and break forward. Expect ASM not as an out-and-out striker, maybe just hanging off Joe Layton for loose balls. He can pick the ball up, dribble, go past players, what have you, even possibly drift out wide. Joe Layton will start up top. And then on the goalkeeper, you've got no Carl Dollo. He must be struggling with an injury. Mark Gillespie's on the bench. You've then got Andy Carroll, Dwight Gale as a touch upon. And again, Callum Wilson does not make the start 11. Maybe Bruce has just been a little bit cautious because ASM is ahead of him. Wilson looked a little bit off the pace against Burnley, but even his movement helped ASM score. But that's probably his thinking of it. Jamal Lewis, who can't even get in the side. Jeff Hendrick, thankfully, stays on the bench. Emil Krath and Javier Manquillo. Wow, we've got 2 right backs on the bench. It's a puzzle. Maybe Krath has been used as emergency centre back. And then you've got Joe Willock as well. So personally, I would have liked to see Willock and Wilson start, but we can't have it our own way, can we? Let's take a look at the Hammers, who do have a couple of injuries. They've got no Declan Rice and no Antonio, or probably the big 2, but Fabianski in goal. And then it looks like there'll be Kufal, who's impressed this season. Right back, Dawson and Diop and Ogbonna will be at the back. Maybe Johnson will fill in over at the left-hand side. Noble will sit. Stuchek, who just scores goals for fun. He'll get the license to get forward. Fornals will probably try and create. Lingard, who's a man on fire. We'll talk about him later. He is literally dynamite at the minute. Can't stop scoring. Can't stop setting up goals. He's on fire. And then possibly they've got it as Bowen potentially up front, but that might change with Lingard potentially. But then you've got on the bench, you've got Martin, the goalkeeper, Trott, Balbuena, Alves, Fredericks, Coventry, Ladzini. Expect to see him come on if West Ham aren't winning. Yarmolenko, who I would do rate. He's in and out of the West Ham side. And Ben Rama, who we were a little bit worried about, if you remember, early on the season when we played Brentford, because we didn't want him to play. A bit of less said of Brentford. the better, I think. I think Willock would have started his mic. We've got a new member, Graham. Thank you very much for joining our membership program. You'll now have a massive backlog of library of exclusive videos, and you'll have some more coming up and what we're up to as well, and plans for the future as well. And there's also that'll open up the Discord if you want to chat to us directly. So thank you very much, Graham. Lee Foster, who was over on True Faith, me and Sam were on there last night. Thanks for tuning in, Lee. And Jody Sankas goes on to say, do we need 3 centre-backs against a team with no forward to mark? It's a great point, Jody says, because West Ham aren't playing an out-and-out striker as well. Got to watch out for Lingard, says Aaron. I totally agree as well. And Lisa's went on to say that she wanted to see Wilson start, not Joe Litton and not Shelby alongside, but hope they can prove me wrong. Keep your comments coming, because we're now going to go back and start to reflect on the win on last Sunday. I think where I was there, he has match reaction from it.
I'm absolutely buzzing with that one. I was distraught after the first 45, not going to lie. The way we'd set up was shocking. We really didn't know how to play one of the most boring teams in the league. They were a one-trick pony, but we really couldn't handle it in the first half. But we managed to suck it up, deal with the crosses, deal with the corners, deal with Chris Wood in the second half, no problem. Credit where credit's due for Steve Bruce. Personally, I think the changes could have come a little bit earlier, but it was the right personnel at the right time for us. Saint-Maximin with the creativity and Callum Wilson with the attacking awareness to move and create space for Saint-Maximin to operate. Fantastic game. 3 points on the board, practically a 6-pointer. Not only does it move us 6 points clear of Fulham, but it also drags Burnley back into the relegation scrap. They're now only 1 point ahead of us, 7 points clear of the drop when we are 6 points clear with a game in hand, which is crucial. Massive game coming up next against West Ham. Really, they're on good form. It's going to be a difficult one, but if we play like we play today, we get nothing out of it. But if we play like we played against Spurs, then we really could get another 3 points, and surely to God that's us safe now. But massive 3 points for us today. Absolutely buzzing with the way the lads performed. Happy place, turf moor for us today. But yeah, fantastic result, and credit where credit's due to Steve Bruce, because those substitutions were perfectly timed with Saint-Maximin and Callum Wilson.
Happy place, turf moor, happy place. We're back. Hello everyone. We are back. That was Matt's. Yeah, I'm just taking the mickey out with Jordan, who was I'm a Celebrity. Turf moor, happy place. It's our happy place at the minute, because we won a game, which is very rare. But that was Matt. Thank you very much for Matt's reaction from last week. And we've also got Bruce and Saint-Maximin will come up in just a second, but we'll just jump back. We've got another new member, either flying in again today. Paul Toon Down Under. You probably would have heard what I've just said. Nice picture, paying on a Mackem shirt there. You probably heard what I've said earlier on. You'll get a backlog of exclusive videos and loads of new videos coming up this week. So thank you very much. I think there's one from me from a beautiful scenery in a day or two, about 25k. So thank you very much. And Mike's obviously welcomed you as well. So thank you very much. Kelsey's went on to say, agree, midfield need to be on ball today, otherwise we'll get ran. Shelby never gives me confidence. And again, we've got another member. 3 new members already. Well done. Thank you very much, everybody who's joining. Irfan Photos, I pronounce it as. Ufan Photo, I think that is. Thank you very much for becoming a member of NFTV. Membership programs are $1.99, or you can have the premium $4.99, where you get everything from us as well. So thank you very much for joining. Do appreciate that. Thank you. Right, okay, so we're reflecting still on the Burnley game, but we just had to win that game, didn't we? It doesn't matter what the performance was. And here's reaction from Bruce and Alan Saint-Maximin. Because of copyright, we can't play video.
It's been difficult with them missing. I think Alan's missed the best part of 4 months, Saint-Maximin. And you can see what he brings to a team. You know, we've missed that bit of quality, that bit of excitement, the bit of to make a chance, score a goal. And he's always capable of doing that, like he's done today, to win you the match. To be without him for so long has been a big problem. And then, of course, Callum's another one. But with muscle injuries, we always have to be. Thankfully, we've got it right. Half an hour was about right. Thankfully, it's paid off, because Alan's had a huge influence on the match. Well, we know he's capable, you know. So, as I said, the disappointing thing is he hasn't been fit for so long, because, you know, we've certainly missed him. And, you know, team in the bottom half of the division, to be missing your top players constantly, it's caused us a problem for weeks. So, good to see him back. Let's hope he stays well for the next 6-7 games.
Yeah, I'd be really frustrated to stay in the bench and we lose 1-0. I said to the coach to give me time for be ready and be fit, and he said to me, try to give me 30 minutes so I can show what I can do. And everyone knows it's really important game, and I have to be ready for this opportunity to win, and it's what everyone do today. So it's a big opportunity. Everyone know that because we can take 6 points to Fulham, so I'm really happy because they have 1 game more than us. So now we just have to keep going forwards for try to win and do the best we can do against West Ham. Yeah, you know, when you be injured a little bit, it's important to try to come back more stronger, and it's what I do for my team tonight.
Sorry, just a bit dreamy over Alan Saint-Maximin there. Yeah. Alan Saint-Maximin, when he is on fire, he is on fire, and we want more of it a day, please. Starts today. Obviously, we'll talk about a little bit about this fella when the lads start coming in. But yeah, if you are just tuning in, welcome to the latest video on NFTV. If you can help us out, smash that like button, please do. And a thank you to 3 members who've joined today as well. Loads of exclusive videos that the public doesn't see. So thank you for joining. If you want to join, have a look at the video underneath and keep your comments coming because we all read them out as we build up to the match. And as ever, thank you for choosing NFTV for your watch along. Right, okay, so that was Bruce and Alan Saint-Maximin. We've heard from Matt. And the last piece, what we're going to go through is the fan reaction, the best bits of all the fan clips from last week.
Much improved second half. Second half was terrible. It really was. I mean, the way we gifted them the first goal, I mean, dearie me. Second half, as I mentioned, a massive improvement. ASM, when he came on, absolutely changed that game completely. He really did. Really important. It is massively. You can tell he's a very important player to our squad. What we now have to do is keep him fit throughout the rest of the season now. Massively, 100%. Yeah. And hopefully we can take that win and take it as a confidence boost for West Ham next Saturday. There was that time where the players just didn't want to play for the manager anymore, but hopefully they're looking and thinking, and if we don't want to play for the manager, at least play for the fans. Because you play for this club for a reason, and that is for the badge, obviously. Yeah, so hopefully that's why they've now come out with let's play for the fans if we want Premier League football next season, because what we were doing previously, absolutely way no good at all.
He's incredible, man. I don't know what to say. He just, as soon as he came on, he had an impact. He literally, what was it, 2 minutes? He was dribbling. Like, I think that just galvanized the team, and that's huge to have a player with that like swag, with that charisma, with that ability, with that like dynamism. Like he is essential to our team because he is just so, you know. Hey, maybe we're prisoners in the moment, but like seriously, like he, you know, he could. It's unfortunate because France have so many just unbelievable players, but like any other nationality, would he not start? Would he not start for that national team in a World Cup final? Like I don't know. He's just incredible. A bargain for 17 million from Nice in France. So yeah, very nice. It was amazing.
Oh, I feel great. We got the win. That's what we needed to do. God, Saint-Maximin's a talent, isn't he? Really, like he comes on, does his little thing in the corner, lays it off. Murphy, he's got to do a lot there, and he just slots it. He's just, I like Murphy. I thought he played well. That goal just put him like straight up for me. Like, well done, great finish. And then Saint-Maxi does brilliance. Like we've seen some flashbacks this week on Facebook with Ben Arthur doing his running thing. And then Maxi does pretty much the same thing. Doesn't go the whole way and like just slots a pass, but finishes that and does his little dance. And I'm just, it's great. It's a great win. Great win. Well, it just didn't work like Tottenham did it. Like we didn't have a foothold in the game. We didn't play the same. We just played very negative. Then obviously, like we're all screaming at the telly, saying "fucking attack!" And then he makes those subs. Maxi just like a minute and a half, first touch, does what he does. But yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, Bruce, we all want him gone. We don't want him here anymore. I watched a bit of the show where Lee was saying, would you take relegation that he's gone at the club? And I think everyone would probably agree yes. But at the same time, we're all fans and we love the club. We don't want the club to go down the championship.
Exactly.
But yeah, he's just without saint-maximin in the team, we're just really struggling.
Obviously, yeah, Maximin, we know obviously how talented the kid is. But obviously, usually with Bruce, he brings him on about 62 minutes, doesn't he? So there's got to be a little bit of credit that goes this way for bringing them on. What was it? Not even 10 minutes into the second half. So you've got to kind of say, yeah, it's a bit of both. I mean, yeah, obviously we still want Bruce to go, but again, as everybody says on this channel, that give credit where it's due, and he does deserve a little bit, obviously, for bringing them on as early as he did. I mean, if ASM stays, I'd be gobsmacked. I mean, his price and value now must be. I mean, what is it? He's got a 5-year contract, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it's not even going to be a cheap fit. It's going to be like 70. I'd say 70 or 80 million. He'd go for if he did go. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just happy that we've got the win personally.
I think that we would have complained no matter what. Like whenever Bruce does anything wrong, we're also pissed off at him that any mistake that manifests in a loss of points or a lack of result, we're going to rightfully complain about his decisions because he got us here. So yeah, we're not objective. I don't care anymore, right? Great, you did something right, but that's about all we can say for you. Had it not been the result, we'd have all been calling for his head like normal, and we'd have been justified in doing that. But thank goodness we don't have to talk about that today. Like today, we got 3 points as a result. And man, that's great. It's still early. It's like 9:45 in the morning over here. I got a whole day to get through with a Newcastle win. So, kind of the big I was looking at some stats afterwards. His heat map is pretty decent. He's parked in one spot over there. I think some of the effort was there, just didn't get the results he was looking for. I actually think he was kind of doing some of the right things on the pitch for the instructions that he had. I just don't think that, mechanically it didn't come off well. I'm not certain why it was, but I was surprised by that. I guess it just goes to show you can't expect consistency from everyone all the time. I mean, we want that. I guess we demand that. But the truth is, not everyone plays it. Like Miggy today, he was also off as well, right? So I guess that's my point about him today.
Totally agree, Matt. I was watching your analysis on the live show where you were on about the defending the 3 players being dragged, and I honestly dreaded the worst. You was absolutely spot on with what you said. No, I did not expect that in the second half, and thank God that it came. Saint-Maximin changed the game, didn't it? I never seen Wilson in the game, whether it was me missing things, but I didn't see Wilson offer much at all. I think that's probably why he didn't start. It's clear that he's not fully fit. But thank God we got the win from Saint-Maxi. And good finish from Murphy. He's deserved it, and he really. No, I'll be honest, I was quite happy with the lineup in a sense that you've got players there that's got points to prove. You've got Clark. I think he's been probably the most consistent defender all season. He's had his moments, don't get us wrong. Murphy's had moments, and he's wanting to try and prove himself that he's worthy of a new contract. Dubravka was fantastic, but he's kicking in the first half. He couldn't keep it on the pitch. So only thing I would say could go against him today, but I think when we're limited to what we have available, I think we can't really grumble with the back 5 that he played.
Big step, but I don't know, because our fixtures in the next 5 or 6, you called it out, they're daunting. Like, they're the type of games we actually we used to be kind of spoilers in those games, but under Steve Bruce, they're games where we just roll over, losing 4 or 5-0, so I don't know whether I'd be as confident as I would have been a few years back, but I feel a lot better after today, but I think that paper's over the cracks a small bit. That was a joke. And we got a free kick in the second half for pretty much the same incident then as well.
Yeah.
If that was one of the protected top 6 clubs, that would have been a penalty all day. It's hard to say because the defending for it was really poor, because Chris Wood isn't exactly the quickest striker now either, and how he kind of cut into the box, and he had 3 or 4 defenders around him. I wouldn't lay the blame at one player in particular, but more kind of as a collective, how there was 4 players surrounding him, 3 or 4, and he could still get into that area and then still play it back into whoever scored. I can't even think now, but
yeah, it was a good game. Considering the first half was a bit disappointing, I felt that we'd gone back to normal again, where we had such a good performance against Tottenham, and then it was going back to normal, weren't it, really? But second half, it was all with them substitutions at the end of the day. The substitutions made the difference, and we won at the end of the day. That's all what matters, winning, and we won it in style in the end, if you think about it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think ASM and Wilson had to come in anyway. They were back. They were ready to go. They were match fit. They were on the bench, weren't they? So they were obviously raring to go. I mean, I suppose he did well. Yeah, the last half an hour he did. Bringing them subs on. You do have to give credit when it's due at the end of the day, don't you? He did well. The past 2 games he's done well for us, really, hasn't he? We've got a good record against West Ham, haven't we? At the end of the day, we've always done really well against them. So it wouldn't surprise me if we do get a result against them. Yeah, they're doing well at the moment. They're punching above their weight, really, with the players that they've got and the money that they haven't spent. I think we could do something against them. Maybe a draw, maybe.
So a draw, maybe. Right, and that was the fans say on the win against Burnley, which we all know that was a must win. It was a must win because if you take a look at now Newcastle's fixtures coming up, we'll also have a little look at the league table as well. Let's start doing that now. We've got Dan Lawless coming up next. We should expect to see all the lads coming in, but currently this is where Newcastle are sat at the moment. And that's a big if, but if Newcastle can get at least let's just say it's a point. I mean, that'll then take with 7 points clear with the same amount of games. I know Fulham have obviously got to play this weekend, but even if the big ask is if we could win 35 points. Bruce was saying that's 9 points clear with the same amount of games. Granted, Fulham have got to play this weekend. However, if we can just get a positive, I would take a draw today. I would. I think just getting nearer and nearer to a points target of probably 37, 38, I think that'll be enough to stay up, regardless of what Fulham do, regardless of West Brom. I know West Brom are starting to win some games. I think just get nearer and nearer to that. And if you look at West Ham currently, where they are sitting 4th now in the table, but if West Ham win today, they come 3rd, which is mad, isn't it? Crackers. It's incredible, that. I would love to see Leicester and West Ham getting that Champions League position. Johnny's just joined me randomly. How are you, mate? How are you doing?
I thought I was meant to be in now. I thought I was meant to be for just before 12 o'clock.
Hi, mate. Well, welcome to the show. I was just talking about the league tables there. I was just saying there, you might have heard us. West Ham could go 3rd today. That's mad, isn't it?
Oh, honestly, after when we played them in the first game of the season, I said West Ham could go 3rd the next time they play them. I think everyone would have thought I was on something, but they've done exceptionally well. They've done really, really well. It's actually, like I say, I've seen your video on West Ham Fan TV earlier in the week. It's nice to see your West Hams and your Leicesters. I just think they'll probably just fall short. I think both teams will fall short. I do see Chelsea and Liverpool getting back into the top 4, but it'll be a lovely surprise.
It will be. I don't think it'll help what's it called, the course efficiency in UEFA if the teams don't do well next year, but worry about that another day. But Newcastle, we're talking about the two, and obviously sitting 17th at the minute. And if I click on, it doesn't want to let me click on Newcastle. That's good, isn't it? I should be able to have the fixtures up here. It doesn't want me to show it. So I do apologise, everyone. This is what happened. There we go. It's working now. So we've got West Ham. Then we've got Liverpool away, Arsenal at home, Leicester away, and Manchester City, which is a tough run. And then you don't want to go into the last 2 games needing results. So if Newcastle will pick up a 2 to 3 points, I think, out the next 5, I'll take that. Johnny, would you take a point today?
No.
Because of the fixtures?
Just because of the fixtures, mate. Yeah, look, everyone's looking at Fulham. I know West Brom have won the last 2 games, but I think a win would pretty much almost guarantee it. I think 36 points is the magic number this season. If you want to stay in the division, I think 36 will be enough, and I think that's what 4 points Newcastle need from that at the end of the season. So one more big win, and I think Fulham and West Brom will go, well, if Newcastle win today, we're not going to catch them. West Brom would be 11 points behind, and Fulham would be 9 points behind, and they've still got to play Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United away. I just can't see it happen. That's why I think today, if we do win, I think you can I'd say 95% say Newcastle are going to be a Premier League team next season.
Ooh, is that positivity there, Johnny? Positivity.
I just think we've been very fortunate that with the run of like I say, Fulham haven't been winning recently. West Brom haven't been winning apart from the last 2 games. We've just done enough, and I think if we do win today against a decent West Ham side, I think it will just be enough.
I mean, I'll take that. If you offered us a point now, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Would you?
I'll take a point. I think a point per game will keep us up.
You look at those fixtures like you said there. I don't expect us to get anything at Liverpool. I know Liverpool have had a poor home form, but we just don't have a very good record there at all. I just don't see us getting anything there. The Man City game in a few weeks, let's rule that one out straight away. I think that might be the game that could win the title. But Arsenal, Leicester, very indifferent. Arsenal have got a Europa League semi-final in between the playoffs. They've already played the first leg, then it's us, and they've got a second leg. So they're not exactly going to be, let's just say, not bothered. I think bothered is probably the wrong word, but I think if you offered them a Europa League win or a Newcastle win at St. James, I think they'd rather have a Europa League win. So,
yeah, that's the only way they're going to get the Champions League, isn't it?
Exactly.
Well, Johnny, take a break because we've got Dan Lawless coming up now, and he's going to be talking about the game. And then we should have Brandon with us very, very shortly.
What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here from West Ham Fan TV, here for Newcastle Fans TV to preview the big game on Saturday at St. James's Park. I won't call it the Sports Direct Stadium. But yeah, it's a huge, huge game. And the season has panned out completely different for what I expected from both teams. Going back to the first game, we played against each other at the start of the season where we was horrendous. You guys beat us 2-0, if I remember rightly. And it just looked to be the start of a really bad season. And, you know, I'm really surprised by how Newcastle season's panned out because I looked at the signings that you'd made and I was jealous. You know, Callum Wilson, someone who I mean, you look at it, apart from the injuries, that's the only issue I've had with him, but someone that we could have really done with, who's done really well for Newcastle. Ryan Fraser was highly rated. He's been linked with Arsenal several times. I believe, I'm trying to remember what the fullback you got from Norwich was, whether it was Max Aarons or the other one that was highly rated. But yeah, some really, on paper, some good signings compared to what we were doing. We weren't really spending, you know, and then we got in like Craig Dawson, who like all Watford fans were telling us was completely useless and terrible. Turned out to be amazing. And we'd sold Dean Garner and we hadn't really invested, was getting loans in. It just looked like our fortunes would go completely the opposite way. Not to say I thought that you would be where we are now, but I thought that you would be comfortably in the top half based on your signings. And I thought we'd be battling relegation. And it has just gone completely the opposite direction. And I'm still shocked, to be honest, because, you know, after that whole issue with selling Diagana, Noble came out and he was talking about how angry he was because it was basically sold under the manager's nose and, you know, without the players didn't want him to go. And it just seemed that the vibe, and the thing is, after Newcastle, that Newcastle game was the game that we were looking at, that we need to win that game because of the fixtures that we have after it. And we was terrible in that game, but after that, we switched to a back five. And even some of the games like the Arsenal game we didn't win, we should have won, and was picking up points in these tough games like the draw against Man City, the draw against Tottenham. We smashed Leicester 3-0, Wolves 4-0. You know, some really big games that we thought we'd get nothing from, and we came out with a good return. And, you know, after that, after Masuaku gets injured and we're thinking, oh, we're going to have to go back to that back four that looked so horrible against Newcastle again, we're screwed. And we just still kept moving forward. We would lose Antonio and we'd think we're in trouble now. What we're going to do with goals? And we still just kept moving forward. Ogbonna, he got injured, our best centre back, and we were worried then. Still kept picking up points. Rice has got injured. We're still, for some reason, all of these hurdles keep coming our way, and we still keep finding a way to move forward. You're waiting for it to all fall to pieces as a West Ham fan, and it just hasn't. We're still there. This game is massive. If we beat you guys on Saturday, we go third in the league, and we put some more distance on ourselves between Chelsea. They'll have a game in hand, but it puts that pressure on them. So it is, every game basically to us is a cup final now. If we want to get that top four, every single game, we need to be completely on our A game. And that's what makes me worried. And that's why I go into this game nervous, not underestimating Newcastle. You guys seem to have picked up a bit of form once again. I'm hearing that obviously you've got saint-maximin, who's back, who's been playing very well since he has come back. I'm hearing Callum Wilson is back, who, we know what he did against us the first time around. So that makes me nervous. I cannot take this game for granted. We're still obviously missing Declan Rice. We're still missing Angelo Bonner. We're missing Antonio. So we have got some key injuries. Creswell could be a doubt as well. He's been excellent for us in that back five. The big player for us is going to be Jesse Lingard. And he's been amazing. He's been such an incredible signing. Just completely banging in goals. I think he's got like 8 goals and 4 assists in 9 games. So unreal, really important player. And we'll be hoping that he turns up and runs the show. And we've scored 9 goals in our last 3 games. So scoring goals has not been a problem for us. It's just defensively, since, obviously Declan Rice is gone, Bonner's not been playing. We've obviously conceded quite a few goals. So we've scored 9, conceded 7 in those 3 games. So that could be an area where Newcastle could really get some joy in trying to exploit our defensive weaknesses. That's where I'm worried. So I don't know what to expect. Anything can happen, but we cannot keep going 3-0 up and then just fall into pieces, because 3 games in a row went 3-0 up and then we just fell apart. And thankfully, we held on for the win in 2 of those games, the Leicester and the Wolves game, and drew against Arsenal. This is huge, absolutely huge. And it's a crazy one. I watch, Newcastle Fans TV. I keep up with what Lee's saying. And, you was going from a period where it looked like you was getting new ownership, where, look, I know exactly how you feel. We're sitting there and we're hoping that can somehow happen. To still being stuck with Steve Bruce. Obviously went from Rafa to Steve Bruce, and it's just been a really horrendous season for Newcastle. But I do think that you'll stay up. I think now it looked like you'd get dragged into it by Fulham, but I just think that it's maybe a step too far from them. I think you'll pick up points and enough points to stay up, and then what you do next season, it's anyone's guess, because it just looks like he doesn't want to sack Steve Bruce. So you will need to get back on the protests and things when you can do that. Crazy time for both clubs. I'm hoping that for West Ham, it's not like when Alan Pardew finished 5th for Newcastle, and then everything just goes back to business as usual, and we can build on this. That's what I really want to see. I want to see us building it next season. But if we get that Champions League, it is big, and we have to go through a Newcastle that are fighting for survival on Saturday, and that is not going to be easy. So we'll see. I'm going to say 3-1 West Ham. If we score 3 goals, and maybe we'll concede 1. We scored 3, conceded 3, then 2 after that. Maybe this could be the one where we score. I'd like a boring 1-0. Give me a boring 1-0. My heart can't take any more of these stressful games. But, we need to fight. Like I said, it is a cup final. So we'll see. But, like I said, I really do think Newcastle will stay up. I don't think you guys have anything to worry about. It's all about, trying to get Ashley out, and, good luck with that, guys. I hope that it happens, just like I hope we get rid of Golden Sullivan. And we'll see where both clubs are next season. So best of luck for the rest of the season after this game. Hopefully we do it. And thanks to Lee for having me on.
Thank you very much to Dan for his clip, which was also played in the preview as well. I think me and Johnny would also take a boring 1-0 win. Our hearts can't take it. But there's a lot of neutral fans, shall we say, hoping for Newcastle win, Johnny, in the comments there. That doesn't surprise you, does it?
No, definitely not. Obviously, I think Man United fans and there'll be Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, Leicester fans probably all hoping for a Newcastle win today. But it was just slightly off topically. Just watching the coverage, there was a lovely little piece actually from Sky in regards to Glenn Roeder. Obviously Newcastle West Ham former manager, and then his two sons talking about his time at both clubs. And they were talking about, obviously, the relationship with Newcastle in particular. And one of his sons came up with a lovely quote just there. If he wasn't born a Cockney, he definitely would have been born a Geordie, which it made me smile because he loved it in Newcastle, didn't he? And obviously
he did love it, and I think
game was good, wasn't it, when we got Europe.
I think a lot of people forget the success he had in a short period. I think that's why he doesn't get talked about as much. I've got him in my top 5 Newcastle managers in my time. He's actually 5th of mine because he came in, we were struggling near the bottom, went on this crazy run, finished 7th, won the Intertoto Cup, and then we had European football, and then we finished mid-season during that. So that course of 2 years was fantastic for him. So yeah, rest in peace, Glenn Roeder, as well. We know that it's a big day with Prince Philip across the UK. So during the fan reaction show, there will be a minute's silence. So thankfully, the lads have seen the message. Thank God, because I didn't want any sticks. So yeah, we'll pay our respect at 3 p.m. We've got Brandon coming in a second, but we'll take a look at the West Ham lineup. Johnny, there is injuries. There is no Antonio and there's no Declan Rice. What do you make of their side? They haven't got an out-and-out striker.
Yeah, they're playing with a fake false 9. Sorry, not surprised. Not surprised that they're playing with a false 9. There was room. Obviously, you talked about Dan. Dan was talking about West Ham potentially matching Newcastle and playing 5 at the back, and that's what they're going to do. It's an interesting side, West Ham, because they're playing a young lad called Ben Johnson at left wing back. Now, if I was saint-maximin, would I try and switch to the right-hand side and put Joe Litton more on the left-hand side of the 2 up top and really target him and let's see what he's a bit about. But it's a solid team. It's a lot of workmen, Nobles, Suracek, a lot of workmen like players, and tough to break down. But yeah, the 3 going forward have all got a bit of sparkle, and probably most importantly, Jesse Lingard's just absolutely on fire at the minute.
Brandon, welcome. How are you doing, mate?
Okay, I'm doing okay. What about yourself?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. I had a busy couple of days, being out and about. Pub 2 days running, so it's great.
Say the same over there.
Yeah, it's opened up in Holland now.
Nothing, mate. Nothing.
You're still
opening up got extended again until half of May, probably.
We'll have a pint for you, Brandon. Don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, Adam's already on the lash. He's not involved at all.
No.
He's on the lash from Durham Riverside, isn't he? Brandon, okay, you look at that, the front, they haven't got an out-and-out striker, but is the goal threat Lingard and Souček for you?
Yes, for sure. You can make a case for Bowen as well, although he's by lack of better the striker there. So we actually tried to sign Bowen, right, 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, we were heavily linked, weren't we?
Yeah.
And Lingard in January.
Yeah, Lingard, can you imagine? That's the funny thing.
The funny thing is, though, I didn't want him.
Yeah,
he's proved me wrong. I didn't want him. I thought,
everyone on Newcastle Fan TV said as well. He has a shit attitude and arrogant prick, and well, we used to say that, but if you look at it now, it's
it looked like he's got a real good chance of getting in the Euros, because I don't think Madison's going to make. I think Madison's something about Southgate. He doesn't like his personality and his lifestyle. I think Lingard's jumped ahead of him.
It's his attitude, isn't it, really? Because there's no doubt in his quality. He's a fantastic player. I think his numbers are better than the likes of Grealish and Lingard and other players around him. But he just, for some reason, he broke lockdown rules last week, and Brendan Rodgers had to name him, unfortunately, because he would have probably started. I think they were going to meant to play West Ham last week, weren't they? So really, really stupid. But West Ham, Lingard,
How do we stop them? Is that going to be down to Sean today?
To be honest, I think The problem is because they've been the three players they are. I don't think they're all going to stick in the same position. It wouldn't surprise you if Lingard started as the false nine and then it ended up Bowen being the false nine for a little bit. So I think it is about containing them. I think 5 at the back would probably suit us today, because I think we can possibly. You look at Paul Dummett, could possibly maybe see him as probably the man that you're going to have to try and keep an eye on. Because I think when you've only got the 2 midfielders and Shelby and or the 2 defensive type midfielders and Shelby and Longstaff today, they still like to be involved in the attacking phases. So don't be surprised if your centre halves probably come out a little bit to Lingard. But there's been times where there's been like 4 or 5 players around Lingard, and he still manages to get past players and glide through them. I think the goal he scored against Wolves at Molineux was a perfect example of that. And look, it's going to be interesting to see how we cope with him. But his form, just seeing his form there, 8 goals, 3 assists since he's joined West Ham. That's absolutely brilliant.
Incredible,
He's
isn't
only been there since January.
That's like Joe Litton's 2 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
I would agree on that. I think you could see that front line, especially Lingard and Bowen, switching over a lot of the time. Souček is going to get forward. He's a threat. He scored past West St James's Park, didn't he, last season? Johnson, young lad coming in there. Obviously, there's no Masuka and there's no Creswell. But he's done all right, actually. He's done all right. It looks like they're playing 5 at the back. Kufal, you've been impressed with him as well, haven't you, Johnny?
Yeah, I really like Kufal. Really, really like Kufal. And they've got him for peanuts as well, by the way. West Ham. We've talked about for a long time on this channel the need of a new right back, and I hope that is a priority in the summer. But Kufal, strong, physical, likes to get up and down the line, to get into the attacking phases. He is. I would like to have him at Newcastle. I really would. I know that's not going to happen, but I think he's done really, really well in his first season at West Ham. But look, it's going to be a good battle if Saint-Maximin does kind of go on his more preferred side of his upper left-hand side. It'll be more of a contest. I think both players will have their moments. But really, really good. I wouldn't say he's probably. You look at all the right backs in the Premier League, I wouldn't say he's probably the right back of the season. I think Kyle Walker probably will nick that, but he's not a million miles away from the team of the season for the way he's been playing for West Ham this year.
Well, we'll talk about Toon in just a second. A couple of questions for you, Brandon. First one: Are you sounding down, or are you just hungover?
No, I brought yesterday night Livia to the bus to go back to Slovakia for a week, sort some things out. So I'm a little bit down.
We'll try and cheer you up, mate. We'll try and get Johnny some
let's hope if Newcastle could cheer me up.
And did you have any eggnog last night?
No, nothing.
No eggnog.
Right, we are live on Twitch as well, so thank you very much for you guys who are watching on Twitch as well. Right, speaking of Twitch, because I've got one, let's have a look at the Tunes lineup. It's the big one, obviously. It's there's one change that Alan Saint-Maximin comes in for Dwight Gale. Brandon, I'll come back to you on this one. Are you happy with that?
Super happy because you saw it last week against Burnley. What a massive impact he had. That's the ASM we want to see. So definitely.
I've got to shout out. Steve just donated nearly $10. Thank you very much, Steve. That's incredible, man. Thank you. You don't have to keep chucking your money away, Steve. I know you like the content, but come on. I just hope to God that Saint-Maximin isn't the only player in black and white who turns up today to get points from West Ham. We need 11 to fight like hell. Johnny, what do you make of that?
Yeah, completely agree with Steve. We need 11 players on the pitch that can really put in a shift. Saint-Maximin has a little bit of quality as our VIP, if you like. He is the one that if he plays well, Newcastle will probably get a goal today. But yeah, we need all 11 players to really put in an effort in, and not switch off for the first 45 minutes against Burnley last week.
Brandon, are you? You're not going to be happy with Wilson being on the bench, of course not. But can you understand why?
I can understand why, because he's probably not 100% fit, and against teams where you're likely to lose on paper, you don't want to risk him. I was more disappointed in not starting against Burnley, as that was a must-win game. We know that. We see it now on the table, 6 point clear. But yeah, I can understand now that he saves him and try to bring him slowly, especially with these tough 5 fixtures.
Yeah, and then if you look at the bench as well, we were talking. I was talking about this earlier on this week that if you look at the bench and you need a goal, Johnny, or you need something to change, you do have a Wilson, you do have a Willock.
Yeah, we do. We do have options. Steve Bruce has just said that Callum Wilson's a week behind on saint-maximin, so Liverpool could be the day that he might start a game for Newcastle.
Your door, Brandon.
Yeah,
Steve Bruce telling to be quiet. Yeah, we've got options. Look, Gale, Wilson, Carroll, Willock. There is some options there that we can use. Just depending on how the game goes, we might need an Andy Carroll. He's obviously the former West Ham player. Maybe just a bit more of a presence if we need something. But yeah, Callum Wilson will be the first player I'll be bringing on if we need a goal. But hopefully we don't need him. Hopefully with Joe Linton's got his goal scoring boots back on, obviously against Spurs last time at St James's, and saint-maximin and Miggy can get on the score sheet as well. Nice easy afternoon. That'll be all right for a change.
Can we agree that we would have expected and wanted Hendrik to start as he scored a goal in the home game, away game against West Ham, first game of the season?
Let's see if the audience agrees, because if you agree with what Brandon has said, help us out by hitting like. If you agree, it's wonderful not to see Jeff Hendrick in the starting lineup. However, he did score against West Ham, and it was a good finisher the first game of the season. Yeah. So smash that like button if you can. And then obviously you've got two right backs, which is stupid enough. Maybe Kraft's just being used as an emergency centre back. But then you look at Joe Linton, or it's a case of Joe Linton or Gale, wasn't it, really, Brandon? I'm not actually too disappointed Joe Linton starting, and I never thought I would say that, because the last 2-3 games, I thought he's done better than Gale. Although Gale leads the line. I agree with what Sam said the other day. Gale does lead the line better. Joe Linton's offering the team a little bit more than what Gale is.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy that he starts, actually. Although if full fit, I would have wanted Wilson, of course. But Joe Linton, they have a good run of games. And he puts the graft in. He's finally paying us a little bit back for the 40 million quid. Which
Johnny, what's your thoughts? Because Gale's movement is brilliant up top, and he nearly scored when that cross coming from Murphy, and that little bit of movement, great save. But he doesn't offer you anything except from the fox in the box, whereas Joe Linton does.
Joe Linton probably offers you a little bit more in terms of help and getting players into the game. I argue, obviously, Gale's more of a natural goal scorer than Joe Linton.
I would agree.
It's a very difficult one. I think you could argue. I think you could argue either way who probably starts this game. I think. Look, we did the preview, and I think Sam and Adam both said Joe Linton should probably go on the bench and maybe start Gale with saint-maximin. Again, I'm very comfortable with whoever it was today, because I think Joe Linton is finding a little bit of form. I didn't think it was his best performance last week, but I don't think anybody played well really in the first half, apart from maybe Martin Dubravka. So. Look, let's just see if it's the right decision. But look, I think it looks like Dwight Gale's going to be here at Newcastle next season anyway, so we'll see more of him in the Newcastle shirt.
Yeah, there is rumours. It hasn't done yet. He's rumoured to be signing a contract extension. I do agree with Gregory. It's his movement that we will miss as well. We've got a couple of donations. Thank you very much, Paul Down Under, who just became a member today. And he's been on the fan reaction show the last couple of times as well. I don't know what the equivalent of your $8 Australian of $14.99 equals. Someone please tell us in pounds.
I think it's around £14, £13. I think.
I don't know. Someone get on the currency on Google and work that out for us. Thank you very much, Paul, for that. He says Hendrick is one of the worst players to pull on a black and white shirt. I could name a few more, probably. But in this current squad, I don't think we're going to disagree much with you, Paul. Thank you very much for your donations. All of your super chats, all your donations get read out instantly as soon as we see them. So Steve's chucked in another £2. $2, which is about $1.70. Joe Linton deserves it. His form is trending up. Great word, trending up. That's a fantastic word. Yeah. See, I'm not. It's mad saying that Joe Linton in the start line. I'm not too disheartened by it. It's mental saying that. But
by the way, I checked for how much $14.99 Australian dollar is. It's £8 and 38 cents, pennies or whatever.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's around €9.
Pounds,
sorry.
Thank you very much. We do appreciate that. I'll be put in the pot for NFTV. Right, we'll go drop back into midfield. Brian, I'll come to you on this one. Sean, not so great first half. Did get his head kicked, mine. Should have been a penalty. We know that. Second half, brilliant. Bite in midfield. Not seen that for a long, long time from Sean Longstaff. More of it, please. Is he the man to stop? I asked Johnny that earlier. Is he the man to stop Lingard?
Well, he could definitely help him out. I think yes, coming from that second half against Burnley, but it's so weird why he's having a good first half and the second half he's great, but the first half he's all over the place. So yeah, I would like to say, is he going to stop Lingard? It really depends which kind of Lingard shows up today. Really.
Lingard has been showing up. That's the worry. That's the worry.
Well, okay. We'll see.
Another donation again. Apologies, I don't know what Canadian dollars. Get on your phone again. Woke up early for this. Respect from Canada. Thank you very much, Axel, for your donation. Thank you very much for that. We'll keep that on screen. Johnny, I'll come to you about John Joe because he is hit and miss. He's very Marmite, but he always gets up.
£1.60.
Thank you very much. £1.60. He always gets up for this game, being obviously a West Ham boy.
Yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. Yeah, it's the team that he supported as a boy, but he does seem to get his best performances against West Ham. Scored twice against them last season, one at home, one away. So look, he does like scoring against them, which is brilliant. We could do with the captain's performance from today as the teams are just walking out. So yeah, hopefully the captain of the football club can get us another goal against West Ham.
Fingers crossed, yeah. And then we look at the wing backs. No arguments. Brandon, you happy with that? Murphy, Richie?
Yeah, definitely. For now, these are the best options in my opinion. I don't want to see Kraft anywhere near the team. Montijo, you can make a case if bringing him in if one of them gets injured or if you need some fresh legs on that position. So no, happy with that. Like.
Be interested to see how they get on with West Ham's pace out wide with Bowen and Lingard because I expect them to drift out and come in as well, which will confuse the backline.
What's happening with Lewis though? He's nowhere near. He's on the bench.
Liam will be loving it because Lewis hasn't. I think this is his 6th game, and he's only came off the bench once.
Wow,
6th game missing. He's only came off the bench once, so it's interesting.
He only played for Northern Ireland, I think. The last couple of weeks.
Kept a clean sheet. He's got rave reviews for it, so it's a tough one. Steve's donated again. Steve just funded NFTV, isn't he? Who's more likely to score today? We'll all answer this. ASM or Lingard? I'll say currently Lingard.
I'm going to go ASM just for the fact that I really could do with ASM score today.
Brandon, you got the deciding vote.
Yeah. I said I agree with you.
Lingard, more chance because West Ham will probably create more chances. That's probably why I'm going with. If you've ever seen Bo Selector and Michael Jackson from the 80s, Jesse Lingard is the spit and dabs of him.
I'm just gonna be tough now. I'm gonna put €20 on Newcastle to win. Fuck it.
Why not? Why not? Carl's going to take over in a second, but we'll just talk about dead quickly the back three. Johnny, happy with it? Are you happy with the 5 at the back? Are you not happy? You'd rather say 4?
It seems to be our preferred option, doesn't it? The 5 at the back. It just seems to be where we're most comfortable with. And I think at this stage of the season, it's about what we're actually comfortable with getting 3 points or getting points on the board. And look, there's only how many games left? 6 games left, 7 games left. Right. So, yeah, just continue with it until maybe we're mathematically safe. And maybe you can try a few different options. Maybe you can try going forward at the back and maybe getting like some Jamal Lewis and getting some minutes on the just to get some minutes and maybe get a bit more better performance out of him. But yeah, let's just get the job done today and the job done for this season, and then we'll start again next season.
What are you drinking, Brandon?
What
are you drinking?
Oh, just coffee.
Oh, coffee. You look like a cup of soup or something.
No, it's just a decent cup. I like big coffees.
I was just curious. I also wanted to know, Brandon, you ever checked our Amazon store before?
I have actually.
Have you?
But
And you seen some of the gaming accessories and consoles that we sell?
Gaming, not really, because I'm not really a gamer. But
well, lucky for you, I've got this for you.
Hello, how is everyone?
Very good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. I feel like I haven't spoken to anyone that much this week.
No. You must have been too busy getting your tattoo after hitting 25,000 subscribers.
It's been a quiet one. How's everyone's week been?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Just had 4 days off work from Saturday last week, so I've been back in since Wednesday. I'm straight at work after the match. Start at 3, so hopefully I can be put in a good mood.
You're looking very well groomed, mate. I like it. Although I did like the beard anyway, to be fair.
It's just good. I've got a lot of stick for it in the preview, actually. A lot of stick.
Did you?
I think Sam doesn't like me with a beard. Like, I think he doesn't enjoy it with the green and on the show. And as Alan saint-maximin decides to kick the ball off when we're doing a knee. So he's on the ball already today.
I'm finally fortunate again to watch it immediately. I'm probably same as you, Johnny, on the minutes. Now we kicked off.
Yeah, just kicked off.
Yes.
Oh my God! Come on, Newcastle.
Hello, you feeling positive?
I said 2-1. I don't know what do you say, Brandon? Because I said 2-1 home win today.
I'm gonna go mental, and we're gonna go 2-0 down first, and then we go up 3-2. I have to be positive because I put just €20 on West Ham, Newcastle to win, so I cannot be negative now.
Not only do you think we're going to win, which is fine, you think we're going to come back from from being 2-0 down?
Yeah,
wow.
It's gonna happen. It's almost gonna happen exactly what happened for West Ham against Leicester, but I think we're gonna make it.
Fair enough. That is.
We were 5-2, Carl, before the ball was kicked, and West Ham were favourites going into this game.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I'm not surprised. 5-2. What's that? 2.5 to 1. Yeah. So, what have you got it at, Brandon?
Sorry, one more time.
What if you put €20 on what? How much are you getting back?
Oh yeah, the quote is 3.25, I think. So I put 20 and I get 68 back if it's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. What would you have expected it to be, Johnny?
I think the bookies don't get it wrong, do they? I think West Ham were 21-20, which is just over 2-1.
Yeah.
So I think they probably got it about right. I think on current form, West Ham are absolutely flying. It's obviously at St James's, which probably makes it a little bit, brings it down a little bit. But the draw was 5-2. Again, I think the bookies would have gone safe and just said, well, we'll go with West Ham because of current form. But anything at St James's, and we've got a really good record against West Ham.
Yeah, that's true.
League. Like, it's one team that we seem to do okay against. But like I say, with the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, nothing's really majorly happened so far. So,
what minute are you guys on?
2:09, 2:10.
Okay, I'm literally a second behind you. That's fine.
Yeah, more or less the same.
Okay.
About 3 seconds ahead, maybe at most.
Good luck, lads. I reckon a point today would open up a big enough gap. Yeah, I mean, if we get anything from today, it's a massive push on from what we've been doing. I'll be really confident about staying in the league if we could get a result today. Definitely.
Would you take
I don't know about yourself. I would take a draw, mate. I would. The only reason I say that is because of the form the likes of Lingard and Souček are in.
Maybe.
What about yourself?
I thought as well, Koufals played really well against Leicester as well.
Are you thinking that we could go and get a result today then, Johnny? Would you be happy? Would you not be happy with us getting a draw today?
Don't get me wrong, I'd be content with a point. I think it's obviously a point closer, but I think a win today pretty much finishes it off.
Yeah, that is true.
Like 9 points ahead of Fulham, 11 points ahead of West Brom. and they've both got 6 and 7 games left.
Yeah.
No way. That was fine. That was absolutely fine. That was absolutely fine. That.
Oh, you mean a tackle from Shelby?
Yeah, that was fine. That was. I hate it. You know what the deal is? You always know when this is when you're actually in the ground as well. You know the referee's going to blow when he makes a challenge, and you can just see a little bit of an attacking threat from Newcastle, and you just know he's going to blow the whistle. That's the most frustrating thing.
Steve donating again. $2.50 to win $10 if ASM scores. Fair enough. You got anything else on Steve, or are you just plowing it all into Newcastle fans TV today? This is off topic. Do you think we'll win the Emmerdale Cup, aka the Europa League? I don't even know who's left in it. I've not paid any attention to any European football this year.
You've got Arsenal, Villarreal, because Emery's taken on Arsenal, and then you've got Man United against, I want to say, Roma, I think.
Okay.
I think it's Man United to lose, to be honest.
I was going to say.
Could see a Man United Arsenal final.
Yeah, I agree, mate. With the form that they're in, I definitely think Man United are going to look to be the favourites for it.
This is really true as well. This comment.
Oh, that is true.
I put 20 on Aston Villa to win. It was correct as well. So let's hope.
Go on, Mickey. Go on, Mickey. Go on. Ooh, just wide. John Longstaff. Good work from Mickey.
I think you're like 5 seconds ahead of me.
5 seconds ahead. I'll try not to thingy too much, unless Maxi goes on another run and I do score. It's a corner for Newcastle though. We've got a little nick, Sean Longstaff's little shot just on the edge. It was a tame effort, but
yeah, you kind of feel if he's got an extra second or two, he's got a really good opportunity there, hasn't he?
Just about cleared it.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, how are we? Hope you're all well. Big day.
Can't be bothered seeing a Jesse Lingard dance today at some point.
No, I'd rather see a Maxi one.
Yeah. Maxi's dance was much better last week, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Nothing really came from the corner. Fabianski was a bit all over the place, to be honest, but Ogbonna, who was back in the team for West Ham, got a header at the far post. But I think Fernandes would have put it in.
It looks like Fabianski hit it, to be fair. Right?
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, no, it was Ogbonna.
Was it? Was it Ogbonna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen West Ham fans were buzzing that he was starting today because I haven't seen him in a little while. But obviously they've got a few big players out for them today. Obviously Declan Rice is out. Antonio, who was real threat for West Ham last season against Lascelles.
Well, this is the thing, mate. I've not seen the lineup, so I do apologise if I am answering your questions pretty blind, to be fair, because I haven't seen who's in the West Ham side.
See, I'm going to try and work it out for you. So you got Fabianski. Oh, hold on. No, maybe no. Fabianski in goal. You got Kufal, Ogbonna, Diop, and Dawson. Referee. Sorry, Maximin just got fouled there.
Did you pause it though?
No. I just seen Maxi get fouled. You got Ben Johnson, who's the left wing back. He's a young lad. Oh, yeah. Maxi down. Please don't be injured, Maxi. Not today. You've only played about 6 minutes. He doesn't look too happy. He needs to get up. Kufal just kind of came in on him a little bit late, just to kind of say, look, I'm here. And Bruce doesn't look too happy about it.
No, I don't think he's done him, you know. I don't know.
Let's have a look. So he gets the ball. To be fair, it is a foul, but I'm not going to blame Kufal too much because he actually does get the ball first. Like he does get the ball without any of the man. But because of how the balls is kind of rolled on, he's kind of almost fell on the back of his leg a little bit. But he's back on the pitch. Newcastle do have a free kick. Well, he seems all right now. He's running around, so he's all right. I think he's okay. Go on, Maxi. Oh. Took on about 3 of them there and came into the box and shot was blocked. But he's up for it today. He is up for it today.
Good run. Do you want to pause it, maybe, Johnny?
Yeah, I'll do that now, mate.
Right. I'm like at 8:15 now, 16, 17.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
20 now. Have you already been able to work that out, Carl? The timer for the stream, or still?
There's a couple of. To be fair, I'm going to speak to Abraxas later. He put me in touch with some lads that follow the MLS.
Okay.
That have got one, so I spoke to them about it. They've given me the software, but I'm just struggling to get it to work through my software.
Right.
But yeah, with the time difference, it's quite difficult to get in touch with them.
West Ham corner.
Nice one, though, from Abraxas. Abraxas, it's nice from him. He's a Leeds fan, but he don't even have to be on the stream, but he's always there and helping us out. It's nice.
Oh,
corner West Ham.
Yeah, it's corner to West Ham. Maxi's down again.
Cleared by Richie. Oh, he gets a hit.
Yes, mate. That is the situation. We've had a good chat with them. I need to speak to them this week. They've asked me if they wanted to go onto their channel as well, but time differences might prevent that.
What, you wouldn't get up at 4 in the morning, Carl? That's terrible, that, like.
To watch it, the likes of Orlando City and stuff. No offense. I've never really followed MLS enough to give any knowledge on it, I think.
But I'm gonna make myself a coffee real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries.
Right.
Yeah, it's been an interesting start. Newcastle. I think this is what I'm saying. Newcastle will get chances today. West Ham, they've called it cup final, so they're going to go for it. And I think they've probably looked at this game against Newcastle and gone, "Yeah, let's get some points on the board," because they've got Chelsea, I think, next week, and that's a huge game of football next week. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think they will. I think they're willing to take chances today. I don't think. I think if you offered David Moyes a point today, I don't think he would take it. If you're West Ham, anyway.
Yeah. Steve, thanks again, mate. Bloody hell. You don't have to keep doing that, by the way, but we really appreciate it. Yeah, and 100%, mate. I will speak to you about that in the Discord, definitely. What is going on with my bloody stream?
Ref! That's got to be a yellow card. Yellow card for West Ham, for Dawson. Really poor ball given away by West Ham. Straight into the path of Joe Linton, just inside our half. Goes past Dawson and wins the foul, wins the free kick, yellow card. So, yeah, a bit lively from Joe Linton, which is nice to see, Carl.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want him to do well. That's all it is. We just want him to do well. Not just because he cost us £40 million, of course.
Is that how much?
Saint-Maximin looks like he wants to die at the moment. He just keeps getting kicked, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, nothing from the free kick. Just a header from Fernando straight into the path of Fabianski.
What minute are you on, mate?
I'm on 12:17 now.
Okay, cool.
Back again, lads.
What coffee you got, like? You got an all black coffee, have you? Or have you got a bit latte or what have you?
No, I got latte macchiato caramel. It's nice.
That sounds too much of a tongue twister, that, for me.
It's like a latte, and then with caramel flavor in it and some sugar.
Mr. St. Helens, are you using an app call for the football, mate? No, I am using a dodgy box. I'm not going to lie. I am funding the Saudi problems.
Love a bit of takeover, don't we? Come on, Newcastle. Miggy on the ball. Still got it. Ooh! Ooh!
That was good timing, wasn't it?
No, yeah, where's the flag, Brandon? Shot from Jacob Murphy there. Just dealt with just about comfortably. The salary safe, thanks like that. So you're getting to watch this game, Brandon, or have they got some Spanish league or Dutch league on today at 12:30?
No. They broadcasting it. Of course, you also have on the other channel of this sport broadcaster. You also have the Formula One qualification.
Big fan of that as well, actually. Big fan of it.
I like it. How do you rate Max Verstappen?
No,
He's going to be champion this year.
No. I think Hamilton will make it 8, I'm afraid.
Oh.
8 World Championships for Hamilton. I know it's off topic before someone comes in the comments going, I'm not talking about F1. Well,
it's F1 and MLS, so it's not, it's still sport related. Usually it's like, usually it's like food and drink and stuff. So at least it's sport related. Need some better pundits, bro. Well, maybe you could all put in a good word for Newcastle Fans TV. I'm sure we wouldn't mind going to America to do some punditry.
No, I've got a spare couple of days.
Definitely.
Oh, sorry.
I think, like I say, we're just about 10, 15 seconds away from 15 minutes in. And it's been a pretty okay start for Newcastle.
Sam, I already got that one. If you watch.
Oops. Hey, there you go.
Never changing.
Never changing.
I imagine that's is that Lee or Sam going Ferrari all the way?
That'll be Lee Lawler.
Fair enough.
We got the Red Bull power.
Ferrari are miles out the way. We're miles behind.
Well, Leclerc is pushing the car to its limits.
McLaren have been years behind. McLaren are years behind. They've been years behind for the last 4 years, 5 years.
I like Lando.
He's not too bad. I think it will be between Verstappen and Hamilton.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody else really. You can obviously talk about Bottas because it's obviously the same car, but
I just hope that Perez can give some competition, or at least can keep up with Max Verstappen. So for the how you call this cup for the constructors, that they will have a good matchup as well. Because now it's basically Max Verstappen against two.
Shelby's just been booped and header saved from Dubravka. From Dawson, Shelby loses his man actually, so just about in control was Dubravka, but
what would I would probably get my missus to record me running around my area naked. To be fair, if that happened, blur the bits out.
People have been saying to us, would you do the live reaction or would you do the watch along for the Fulham game? I don't think I could physically do it.
It'd be difficult.
I don't think I could actually do it. I think I'd have to just lock myself in a room and just watch the game and then maybe come with 30 seconds left and if we're 2-0 up or whatever. But
Lingard in.
Yeah. Come on.
So Carl, no tattoo for us
because I want them to break into that top 4 spot. I like your club and the fan base, as I've said before, but West Ham today. Fair enough, mate. Just out of interest, why do you want them to break into the top 4? Just because it's a bit a change of scenery, sort of thing.
Richie deflected cross into the hands of Fabianski. Newcastle, I think, will probably be looking about getting on the counter attack today. I think they've got that. Obviously, you look at the likes of Miggy and Sean. Slightly more advanced. Newcastle are going to get chances today.
Yeah.
Good. That's maybe what's going to break up West Ham as well to become a top 4 side. Probably their defense.
Rohan, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. 100 likes already. Legends. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. I mean, obviously, I don't want to get beat today. It'd be brilliant if we get a result, but I do agree it would be a breath of fresh air seeing the top 4 with different sides in it. Absolutely.
To be fair, I said on the preview, I think Chelsea and Liverpool will just be a bit too strong.
Yeah.
Just because of the players they've got on the bench more than anything.
You think Liverpool can still make it into the top 4?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just saying Maxi. Oh, saved.
Lennon, how are you feeling about the first 18, 19 minutes?
Yeah, sorry, just to answer your question before, I think Chelsea and Liverpool will just nick it above Leicester and West Ham when you just with the fact that Liverpool and Chelsea have been in that position so many times where they've been pretty much top 4 for pretty much my whole lifetime. And obviously Leicester had that freak season a few years ago, but I just think they're just kind of crumbling again.
Because Liverpool are now 6th on the table, 52 points. West Ham now with this being 0-0 at 56.
Are they third at the minute, or have Leicester got a better goal difference?
57. Oh yeah, let me see. Liverpool plays Leeds. Oh yeah, they're 4th actually. Sorry, Leicester has a better goal difference by 8 or something.
Oh, so it's not close. Yeah, I think this is what I mean. I think for West Ham, it's literally just one game at a time. Can they just tick it off? But when you've got like they're saying, they've got Chelsea next week. That's a huge game of football. Really is.
Tyrone says there's 240 watching. How is it just 110 likes? It's not for me to say, mate. But if you want to push that in the chat, that's fine. But no, thank you everyone for dropping by. Here's a question: ASM or Rafinha? For me, being biased, obviously I'm going to say ASM. But Rafinha's a fantastic player.
Rafinha's just been brilliant since he went to Leeds. I think everyone was talking about that. What was that other player for Leeds called that they bought from Valencia? I forget his name now.
Looks like a heart.
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, yeah, and everyone's kind of. I think a lot of Leeds fans are thinking he's going to be the star, but Rafinha's just absolutely came and gone now. I'm the man kind of attitude, which is good to say, really.
Brilliant player.
Yeah, last few minutes has been pretty even. Again,
attempts. We have 6 attempts, 3 on target. West Ham only 1 attempt, 1 on target.
Thank you very much, Martin. Absolute hero. Newest member of the squad.
NFTV squad.
Where were we? Been shit for 2 months. Everybody keeps saying it's only since Grealish got injured, but we've been shit for ages. I don't know, mate. You've had a much better season this season. Like, you started really, really well. Really well.
I think there's with Villa, it's obviously about the manager, isn't it?
Yeah.
Conversations about the manager and Dean Smith's. I think on the whole, Dean Smith's done a very, very good job. On the whole, I think the question I think us and Villa fans will be thinking, well, can he take us to say the next level? Can he take us to say, European football? Can he get Villa to the Europa League? Which I think is a realistic opportunity if Grealish stays and he stays fit and they can, get a couple of additions in with what they've got. But
yeah,
I think that's the $1 million question at the minute.
Another good question. Hey fellas, from a Wolves fan, who would you take from our squad?
Tomato.
Adama Traore.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What a finish that was last week.
Just imagine him on one wing and Maxi on the other. Like, you wouldn't know what to do as a fullback, would you? You wouldn't know what to do.
I would go for Tomato because we need a right back, and I like Tomato as a right back.
There's quite a lot of Wolves players I'd have in the Newcastle squad. Don't get me wrong. Like Neto, I like Matinho when he, he's getting on a bit now. But
go on, Maxi.
Quite a few Wolves players that I like. Connor Cody, good player.
Maxi's getting more of the ball and just had a shot, just deflected. The one thing I like about Maxi in the centre is he scares the living daylights. I just don't think that's his best position. I really don't. I think it's that left-hand side or the right-hand side, depending on if Fraser's fit, because Fraser's more of a left winger. But it's another corner.
I actually think we're going to score first now, looking at the game progressing.
Corner comes in.
He's one of those players that you look at and you think he could fit into. You can mould him into most sides. To be fair, I'm not saying that he's good enough to get in every side, but you could see him in most shirts. For me personally,
Could be Maxi.
Yeah.
Steve also said, Steve Machala, he said that it's unfortunate that he is French, because in most national squads he would be a good fit.
Yeah.
Good job, Dammit.
West Ham fan here. Always had time for Newcastle. I hope you guys stay up. Reckon you'll sneak this much 1-0. Mate, same with me and West Ham fans. I feel the same way. I remember, I think Johnny was on their channel first thing of the season, weren't you, mate? And they thought that they were going to be relegation fodder.
Yeah, I spoke to what's the channel? The channel doesn't. I don't think the channel is actually a channel anymore. It's called Clout and Blue Army TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a good channel, Baz and Frankie. I've spoken to them a few times since the start of the season. They do a lot of work for a young girl called Isla, who's a West Ham fan with I think she's got either just had cancer or she's on the mend or there's still something there, and they're raising a lot of money for her. So if you want to go and do that, by all means, just type in literally Isla West Ham on Google or on Twitter, and there'll be links where you can probably donate and help out, because I think every West Ham fan knows literally about that cause, so they'll know a lot more than me. I just know basic stuff, but they did change the name of the channel to, I think it's Isla's Clout and Blue Army or something along those lines. But yeah, Baz and Frankie were very, very pessimistic at the start of the season, with David Moyes, with the owners, obviously. I said back at the start of the season, if Newcastle aren't in the news, West Ham are in the news, and if West Ham aren't in the news, and Newcastle are in the news, it seems like two clubs that there's always seems to be something going on. But yeah, good channel, good lads as well. Very opinionated, but very passionate. Both love West Ham, so I'm glad to see for their sakes that West Ham are doing well, but hopefully not for too much longer. To be honest, hopefully we can do a job today, and then obviously we can do all right afterwards.
Yeah, I just remember watching you on there, obviously prior to the game, not thinking that we would go and do what we did against them. But I just remember how I just couldn't fathom how bad it was, because obviously we felt so bad about our club, and I just couldn't believe how much it resonated with everything they were saying, and they felt exactly the same way about the setup at their club. And I thought, really, is it that bad? Is it that bad?
I think you missed the bit where I said Hendrick would score on a 2-0 win.
Oh, it was mad. But yeah, and now look at them. Fair play to them. Fair play to Moyes.
It's becoming a bit scrappy, this. It's becoming a bit scrappy, and I don't know who that benefits more.
What do you mean, Johnny?
Pardon?
What do you mean?
I think it's become a bit scrappy. It's not going anywhere. It's a bit.
Oh, the game in general.
Yeah, the game in general is just kind of needs a bit of a moment. Probably could do with a goal. Actually, I think a goal would really open up the floodlights a little bit for both teams. Hopefully Newcastle can get it, of course.
Aidan McGeady better than ASM. Is that because he's a 5-star skiller on FIFA as well? Excuse me.
When's we ever? I don't know. I've never ever spoke about League One.
Love it.
Is he playing for the Mackems?
Yeah.
I cannot name even one player of the Mackems team. Really don't.
Well, that's the
And
problem is
either as well.
The problem is, Brandon, when you're playing Premier League football, you don't really look at the little teams in League One.
Right.
They're doing their own little thing at the minute.
It's more like if you would even already watch Sunderland play, it's almost going like to a Sunday league game.
He's in here for a bit of banter. The Sunderland lads here for a bit of banter today. You're not going to get a bite today, mate.
Also, I thought Sunderland were playing already. What are you doing on a Newcastle channel? Come on. Come on.
If you get into the Championship, great.
We'll play in the FA Cup or something, or the League
Cup.
Yeah. Free kick for West Ham, though. Dangerous position, just outside the box on the right-hand side. Foul from Miggy. It's Bowen and Lingard over it. So hopefully we can clear it. And we have. Just about.
Started in the chat.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
It only takes one person.
Oh,
What's the score, Louis? Just out of interest. It can't be going well if you were in here, mate.
I know.
He needs that
Is
frustration.
he a Sunderland fan? Is he a Sunderland fan? That's how that's what I'm thinking. Is he?
Fair enough.
Is he a Sunderland fan? We don't know. He might just be just trying to wind
Someone
us
just
up.
trolling.
Someone just 0-0 versus Blackpool. So to answer your question, Carl, 0-0 against Blackpool,
0-0.
30 minutes. Come on, clear it. Good job, Dammit.
Get into it. We are quite deep, though, aren't we? Like, I'm just. We are seem to be a counter-attacking team at the minute.
Well, do you really blame that? I mean, are you bothered by that? Or?
Who's your profile picture, Flaming Skull? Is it Messi?
Yeah, that's Messi.
Has to
Okay.
be Messi.
Sorry, boys. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
What do you think, Johnny? Would you play the same way against West Ham like we do now, playing a little bit on the counter-attack? Or?
I don't know, mate. I think because West Ham are so full of confidence, I think Bruce is petrified of West Ham scoring the first goal today.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Newcastle can. From what I've seen so far from West Ham, you can tell they are missing a couple of players, but we've done pretty well. We've done pretty well defensively. Where last week against Burnley, another Claret Bow team, we were absolutely all over the place in terms of defence. Kieran Clark's having a much better game already.
Shelby getting a bit of stick in the chat. What do you boys think?
Yeah, he does his typical Shelby stuff at the minute.
Yeah.
Typical Shelby stuff at the minute. He's trying a few balls for Joe Linton. He's lost the ball earlier on in the first half, and obviously West Ham had a bit of an attack. They didn't do anything with it. But look, it's an interesting one, this John Joe Shelby debate, isn't it? Because on his day, hell of a player on his day, but we just don't see it too often anymore.
Absolutely.
Only time it was probably great for us was in the Championship.
I always remember when we first signed him, I was buzzing. I was saying, "Wow, that's a great signing." But in that first game, ironically against West Ham at St James's, honestly that diagonal ball to, I think it was Janmaat, it might have been, and managed to get a goal from it. It was the pass before the pass, really. But yeah,
I actually like it if Joe Linton.
That.
Sorry, man.
I was just saying, Steve, if I come up against that, if I saw that on the team sheet, I'll just be into the gaffer. In the gaffer can have 5 minutes, yeah. Just in the opposition team sheet, I'm not interested. I'm staying on the bench for this one.
I actually like it if Joe Linton holds the ball up good up front, you know. He's doing that now a few times already. He did that against Tottenham as well. Against Tottenham, he did that really well as well.
Yeah. I just always feel when he's like this, though, he's a bit of a sacrifice. Because you're asking him to play 60, 65 minutes like this, or maybe 70 minutes, and go to Wilson or Gale, right, now you can get us a goal because the defenders will be a bit tired. But we've got to remember,
or like Bruce would say, just run around a lot and score a goal. What he said against Willock. It's mental, like. Do you think Willock said that intentionally? Or?
Oh, just a bit. You could just imagine that, right, lads? Dust yourselves down. We'll just run around a bit in the second half, get a goal, get a point
Get your sleeves off.
Yeah,
roll your sleeves up, run around as much as you can, and score a goal.
Honestly, we've rolled our sleeves up, we've dusted ourselves down plenty of times. I think we've got to pull our socks up next, haven't we? Is that the next one?
Something like that.
Could be something good for our merch. Dust ourselves up, roll our sleeves up. New merch for us.
Chance for West Ham, 4 nals. Thought it was Lingard at first, but 4 nals with a bit of like an acrobatic volley, which is never really going anywhere near goals. So
looks like a corner, right?
No, it's a goal kick, but
I think Jay's hit the nail on the head. That's where I'm at with Shelby. He was my favourite player at one point, but I'm there. I think it's time to move on, personally.
Do you not think, though, lads, that it has been a position for maybe at least 2 years where Newcastle, the hierarchy, Bruce, whoever have gone, I think we need a new centre midfielder where we've looked at it and gone, well, we have got options.
Yeah.
They're just not happy with it at all, are they?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I wouldn't be against getting a new central midfielder. I really don't. I think Isaac Hayden Sean Longstaff, John Joe Shelby, have been probably the main three that have played. They brought in Jeff Hendrick, hasn't really worked out massively for them. But he's still got 3 years left on a contract. Jeff Hendrick, so you're gonna have to persist with him.
Yeah,
you know who's on a free actually, and he's playing now still for PSV Eindhoven. Mario Götze. He could be a good replacement.
Really?
For Shelby. Yeah.
Actually.
He plays in the Dutch league.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He's killing it there. Just came back from an injury though, but
what kind of happened? How old is he? He's not old, is he? He's only like
he's 28, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what kind of happened to him? He just fell off the cliff, kind of thing, didn't he?
From who did PSV Eindhoven sign him? Let me see. He scored in the final of the World Cup.
I know. I remember watching that game. And it was a great finish.
So yeah, he played for Dortmund, of course. Then he went to Bayern Munich. He left there, back to Dortmund again. From Dortmund.
Yeah, he should never have left
last
Dortmund,
year,
really.
he joined PSV Eindhoven. Yeah, he's 28 actually.
He should never have left Dortmund, really. Like,
No. Well, if you don't get minutes,
yeah. But I'm just saying,
he just joined PSV Eindhoven because he wanted game time. But now he said the Dutch league is too easy to play and I want to move on. So why not Newcastle, man?
the Premier League will be an option for him. I don't know if it'll be Newcastle, but the Premier League will be an option for him. You wouldn't be surprised if like an Everton gone because of
I was going to say I'm already surprised that he wasn't kind of picked up from before he went to Eindhoven. To be fair, Abraxa, nail on the head, mate. I think that's what it is as well. Like he just seems off the pace.
Another crazy donation.
Huh?
Go, Maxi! Yes!
Has he scored? Oh, get in.
Get
Missed
in.
it, Clive. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. You're an absolute hero. I've just missed the goal. You can enjoy Johnny and Brandon's celebration.
How did that go in?
Oh my god!
Oh, Bono.
Get in.
That's an own goal, though. But
oh dear, what's happened there? What has happened there? Absolute stinker.
What on earth has happened here? It was such an unfortunate. Oh, Craig Dawson's been sent off.
Really?
For a second yellow. West Ham are down 10 men as well.
What's he done?
What a bit of that as well.
What is going on? They've capitulated. Look,
That's
Lennon, I know you're a
getting
West Ham fan in the
celebration.
chat. I'm not here to take the piss out of you, mate, but
What a heavy touch from Dawson. It is a yellow card. It's great refereeing. Joe Linton's taking one for the team there. Maxi driving through in the box. I thought it was just too far. It's off the defender, Diop, off the goalkeeper, back off the defender, and in the back of the net.
Great refereeing.
Fantastic refereeing. Fantastic from Maxi. Newcastle.
oh yeah, it's a very horrible late challenge, wasn't it? To be fair,
Yeah, it's a great. I'd say Noble tries to block him, and it's actually not a really good. Well, do you know what it is? If the defender's not there, it might have gone in already because I don't think Fabianski was reaching it.
Joe. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at Ogbonna. That's like he's doing moves on the dance floor there. Doesn't know what he's doing. Thought he's doing a 1-2 step on the middle of the dance floor.
And imagine
the own goal, not Diop. Sorry, apologies.
Imagine, was it Diop?
Yeah, it was,
He might have been. I
It was
don't know.
Ogbonna. Was it Diop? Sam, you're getting me in the comments here because I thought it was Ogbonna, and then it's actually Diop. So
Whoever it is,
To
I'm
them
just
goal.
watching him do. He gets a 9 for me for the 1-2 step on the middle of the dance floor. We'll take it.
Well, what does that do now? Because obviously West Ham are down to 10 men. What does that do now? What would you? Wow, they're
I
really
think
going to go for it.
Steve
But
Bruce
see-
has got to be stood there thinking, like his brain's going 10 to the dozen, thinking, shit, what am I going to do here? I don't know what to do.
We cannot sit back now. Cannot sit back.
Oh.
Let me see how much PokerStars will give me on the cash out.
Johnny needs to stay on the watch alongs. Like we've cracked the code. That's what it is.
Oh, they offering me now instead of the 68 I can win. They offering me 44 now to cash out.
Don't cash out. If I've learned anything from Mr. Milner with gambling, he says never ever take a cash out.
Yeah, I cashed out on one because I didn't see it going well. It was all championship games. I cashed out. It could have been 125, but I cashed out for like 20 because I didn't feel comfortable. And in the end, I would have had it all right. But
The thing was, right, I'm just thinking about this goal, right? Maximum does brilliantly, right? Because to be fair, Noble does pretty well to stick with him, like to go as far as he did with him. But Maximum really, you think in that position he's just going to smash it bottom corner, but he doesn't really get the best contact on it, and I think that surprises everybody.
Yeah.
But they'll be absolutely gutted. They'll be absolutely gutted in West Ham, but it's not really changed anything so far. Like I think they've just got a four at the back, if anything. West Ham.
Who got the goal though?
It'll be given an own goal because I don't think it was ever going in. Like I don't think it went in before.
Let me see. Diop own goal.
Yeah, Diop.
Bruce is just waiting for the half to go and change his shorts. Definitely, mate. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's confused. He's as confused as we are.
Yeah. West Ham have got a corner here, actually.
Yep.
So it's not really changed anything in the reflection of the game, but this is an important 6 minutes until half time. If Newcastle can just keep it tight and 1-0 up, and obviously West Ham are going to probably regroup a little bit. Moyes will be trying to get something sorted, but Newcastle have just got to try and just stay in front, really. Just stay in front in the game and let West Ham make the mistakes.
Imran says, guys, I'm watching the game with my daughter, and no word of a lie, she's just asked me before what would happen if West Ham scored in their own net. Do Newcastle win? Yes, mate, fantastic. Well, yeah.
Oh, go on. Newcastle on the counter, Maxi.
Good to have you in the chat, buddy.
Go on. That's so poor.
I hate Diop. It's unfortunate, Lennon. It was unfortunate, mate.
Yeah, that's so poor.
Question still is open. Who's going to score first, Lingard or ASM?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? They're just. Let's have a look at this challenge. Oh, that's a naughty challenge. That the one that Dawson got sent off.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? There's no arguing about that.
I think is it a straight? I don't think it was a straight red. I think it was a second yellow. But
yeah,
nobody was like looking around.
Just a terrible first touch from him, wasn't it?
The Johnny scream. It was like a half scream. We've got a corner though. Got a corner. Come on, let's get a 2-0.
A couple of people have said this in the chat, and it's a fair point, actually. I do agree. I really want Shelby to be two.
What the? Oh, keep us on
Here's that high scream.
Keep us on a nightmare.
What the fuck?
What's going on here? What is going on?
Last week, can we just reverse this? Last week, I said, Max, you go on, take all 5 of them on and score. This week, I've gone, come on, let's make it 2-0. Keeper, what's he done? Joe Linton, even out get it.
The ball's come to Fabianski and he's thought, no, I don't want it. Have it back. Have it back.
Oh, Fabianski's had his one absolute howler of the season. Nowhere, no one's near him at all.
What is
Joe
he doing?
Linton can't miss from 1 yard out.
Oh dear, what is he doing?
Gets a little bit. Diop is in this way a little bit of Fabianski.
I've seen a lot of West Ham fans is talking about, this is pretty much a winnable game for us today. Ain't now.
What has happened?
Did you see that hand of Diop in the back of Fabianski? I think that's probably why he lost it.
Well, he's not. Don't act like he's pushing him. He was touching him up. He was like brushing him.
It's just he literally like it's so easy. Like any goalkeeper would go, that's what I want. You see them every time, like when they're warming up. That is what they want.
And he's got it, and that's it. That's what we'll hashtag Flappyansky on Twitter. Get it going.
Johnny, can you pause it for like 3-4 seconds or so?
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's my stream's going a bit funny though because it'll work for a few seconds and then it'll go straight back to like normal play. So I'm trying to
right.
No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it'll stop for like a second and then go back to like their current.
Then it refreshes it immediately.
Yeah, so I'm trying my best on it.
Jay, keep going more for coffees, please.
Everyone go for coffees. Speaking to your daughters about West Ham, giving us goals. Whatever you need to do, we'll take it. I'm just watching Johnny's reaction.
Yeah. All over them. Absolutely all over them, yeah.
Paul Merson, Villa legend. Well done, lads. Safe now. See you next. Mate, if it stays like this, I think we are. We appreciate it. I know we've had a few differences, obviously, when Newcastle were playing Villa, but you've been in the chat since.
Good shot from Joe Linton again.
Vice versa. So I appreciate the support, mate.
Brandon, it's literally Newcastle just want to get on the counter attack, don't they? That's what they thought.
What is going to be West Ham's decision on how to on that red card? How they going to react to the red card?
There's no complaints. It's a red card. It's great refereeing. Like,
yeah.
Kevin Friend's never been my favourite referee in the world, but he's got it absolutely spot on there.
No, I mean, like, what change will West Ham make after the red card?
Did they bring Yarmolenko on or Ben Rama?
Lennon, we really appreciate your support, mate, but we are going to have a bit of banter in here, so I would understand if you don't want to stay. And we're not going to give you any stick personally, though, so don't worry about that.
What has changed since this international break? Because that's a big talking point. For 2.5 games, Newcastle have been brilliant.
They haven't been training for a while.
Okay,
I say 2.5 games. The first half against Burnley we'll forget about, but still.
I don't want to be pessimistic, but did Mike Ashley not offer Bruce a cash bonus to keep us in the league? But no, you're right. There's been a massive change. Maybe people have got their heads together with regards to attitudes and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know who's coming on I don't know who's coming on at half time. I don't know if it's Sam, but I said to Sam, would you take a point? And he probably, I think it was nothing. Lee said he would take a point, didn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Well, I said I would as well. No, you wanted to win.
Would you take a point now, Carl?
Absolutely not. I'll be fuming.
Go on, Mickey.
But if you look to the league table now as well, we're fucking 15th in the league.
What is going on today?
Europa League, here we come.
Look, Lennon, to be fair, mate, we'd all be happy for you to get in the top 4 after, next week. Just not today.
What's happened here? Why is Lingard getting upset? He's not dancing at the minute, is he?
He's another one that could get frustrated.
Yeah. He's not happy. He's probably thinking, what am I doing? Don't do any bloody dancing and all that. And
Where are we? I can't put into words. I want West Ham to lose, so come on, Newcastle. I can't put into words how good ASM is. He should be playing in the top 6. I think there's potential there, definitely. He's got a lot to work on, but I think there's potential for him to be a top 6 player.
Problem is, if he has one full fit season at Newcastle, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah,
that's the problem. You almost think, well, we'll have you half fit for the majority of the season and play okay because you keep him the next season.
Definitely. Geordie Sancaster has been positive all the way. So I apologise for my negativity, but I'm with you now, mate. I'm with you.
I saw
Not
Geordie
once
Sancaster.
has he said we're going down.
I saw him spamming around in other groups as well that we're going to win this game. He actually texted me today. Let me see. He said, yes, definitely 2-1 or 3-1 for me. West Ham are punching above their weight for me. It's literally what he said to me.
I feel like Geordie needs to come on video on the family reaction or something.
I think so as well.
The thing is as well, I've got to do a shout out to, I don't know if you've watched HITC Sport.
Yeah, watched it this morning.
Irish guy, Michael Ramsey. He's been always so confident. He's like, Johnny, we've got every confidence we're going to stay up this season. Like, he's always been so happy about Newcastle staying up this season. He's I played 5-a-side and 7-a-side with him, and he's like, we've got nothing to worry about. But
love it.
See what happens.
How much Fulham fans feel now?
I bet they're absolutely shitting themselves.
Is that not an elbow? Is he not just been elbowed in the face? How's that how's that a free kick for West Ham? I'm sure Miggy's just been elbowed in the face.
Okay. What happened there?
Well, the referee's given a foul. The referee's given a foul, given a free kick to West Ham. But I'm sure Miggy's nearly been elbowed in the face before the foul.
Smash! Yeah, please smash the like button. Absolute legends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We've just gone past 25,000, which is incredible. Everyone knows how difficult it is on YouTube in terms of subscribers. Obviously, we're smashing it over on Facebook, but to get 25k on YouTube is fantastic from everyone.
Come on, Newcastle.
Geordie, just come on and you can turn your camera off, mate. You don't have to put the camera on.
Half time, boys. Half time. 2-0. Happy
Fantastic.
Days.
I'm just going to grab a drink quick. I'll bring Sam in. Is Sam coming in?
I don't know. It might be. Well, me and Brandon.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I'll be back very shortly.
Brandon, what a half! What a half
Yeah.
of football!
Yeah, this is great. We got lucky, of course, but it was 2 personal errors, basically.
Yeah, 2.
But like
big
you said as well,
defense.
ASM might have scored as well if Diop was not there. Would have gone in as Fabianski couldn't reach that shot, I think. But yeah, lovely.
Mr. Muller, what a half of football we've just seen. Newcastle 2-0. He has 2 big mistakes. Would you still take a point?
I never once said I'd take a point. I don't think I did.
You did.
You were borderline.
No, I didn't. I said no. I don't think I did.
In the preview.
I thought it was going to be a draw. Well, no, I'll come clean. I said we were going to get beat 3-1, but Adam in the preview gave a rousing speech, and I changed my mind to 2-2, which I hope I'm wrong. By all means, them 2 goals were an absolute gift, weren't they? ASM's been an absolute menace, though, hasn't he? Absolute menace. So direct. Said in the preview that today
what is a menace? Sorry.
I don't know how to explain. How to explain what is a menace? Like a threat, a constant threat.
Yeah.
Live wire, energy, direct. But
it's been a fantastic half, Sam, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say we just about snuck it. West Ham have had more possession, but that's pretty standard, isn't it? They do look kind of dangerous in a sense. I don't. As with Newcastle, it's not over yet, is it?
No, you want to make it 3-0, don't you? But just for people that are just coming in now and haven't seen the game and have just seen, maybe they want to see the reactions and that, Newcastle made it 1-0 about 10 minutes just before half time. Craig Dawson with a really heavy touch from a pass from Diop, and Joe Linton does really well, nicks it past but gets clattered, and it's a second yellow card. We'll come back to that in a second. Saint-Maximin,
that's brilliant. He's their best defender as well.
Yeah, Saint-Maximin running against Mark Noble of all players, just inside the box. Doesn't get the best connection on, does Maxi, but it's enough to put Diop and the goalkeeper off, and it was a little bit of a 1-2 between them both, and it goes in the back of the net. And Newcastle went 1-0 up, and obviously West Ham down to 10 men, and then just 5 minutes later, corner from the right-hand side, left-footed swinger from Matt Ritchie. Easy one for Fabianski. He'll be practicing then 25 times maybe before kick-off. Nice in my hands, yep, feel warm. And then the one that happened on match day, drops it, and Joe Linton's there from a yard out to put it in, and Newcastle 2-0 up. And look, I think I asked Brandon this before and Carl, but what's changed since the international break, Sam? You know, we're 2.5 games in, and Newcastle seem not a completely different team, but they seem just a little bit more together. Yes, we've got our bigger players back in Saint-Maximin, but everything seems to be clicking at the minute.
Yeah, it's a combination of ASM being back, because as we've spoke about before, it's that psychological lift that he gives. He's tweaked the formation in that time as well, which seems to be doing better. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of it still, but you know, you can't argue with results. There's a few things. It's just like the handbrake's been let off at last, hasn't it? So it's really nice to see. If we do hang on against 10 men, see what I mean? It's typical Newcastle. But
yeah,
if we do hang on against 10 men West Ham, then you would say we're more or less there. Especially when you look at Sheffield United at home, second to last day of the season. As long as it's all said and done before we go to Fulham, then that's fine. I'm more than happy with that. But this would be a huge 3 points, considering the fixtures we've got coming up. It gives us a real nice gap, and it'll probably, I mean, West Brom will be gutted after their upturn in form recently. This will be a real kick in the knackers for them.
Can I pick your thoughts as well on this situation that I've been thinking of? Because Matt Ritchie has been back and ASM's playing better again. They all had some sort of problem probably with Bruce. Do you think Bruce sat down with some players or with the whole group maybe even and said, okay, we both have been in the wrong,
I think it's sensible management if that's the case, which I never thought I'd say with Steve Bruce, but it's just like you say, having conversations like blokes, like a man-to-man conversation, just get everything out in the open. right, what do we want to do going forward? And it seems to have paid dividends if that's the case. But look, Saint-Maximin's so important to us.
He is. You do actually make a good point there, Brandon, about Richie, and I'll add Jacob Murphy onto that as well.
Sean Longstaff, maybe.
I love Sean. Still don't like him on set pieces, but that's by the by. But the width Richie and Murphy have been giving us, I think that's a huge reason as well, because we were so vulnerable out wide. How many previews and how many analysis videos did we do earlier this season when things were going really badly, saying we're just so vulnerable out wide, and just watch us for 5 minutes and teams will get round our fullbacks so easy. It's huge, that presence, that width it's given us. And again, whether you think this system's wing backs 5 at the back or a 3-5-2, which I think it more or less is 3-5-2, or if you do think it's 5 at the back, there's nothing wrong with 5 at the back. It's how you go about playing 5 at the back. You can still play 5 at the back and be a bit positive and not ridiculously negative like we were, back when.
Sorry, the reason why I'm giggling is I've just seen the goal again, that first goal, and it's just so funny.
Hey, congratulations to Diop. First goal for Newcastle, brilliant. He's living the dream. We'd all love to score for Newcastle, and that lad's done it. Well done.
Scored more than most of our players.
Yeah, I'm going to give a lot of credit to the referee, Kevin Friend, because, played the advantage, could have easily just sent him off there and then. And when he's through on goal, gets the goal and remembers to, give him the yellow card, the second yellow card. And there was no complaints from anybody from West Ham. Obviously, we've just seen it again properly, and it was a horrendous challenge. Really, it was definitely a yellow card, probably a borderline red card. Maybe more of a yellow card, actually, when you look at it again. But yeah, this is important now. This is really, really important, Brandon, the second 45. One thing that I would like to mention is John Joe Shelby's on a yellow card. Would you just maybe take him off? Just so we don't go down to 10v10?
I would, yes, because you don't want to, like you just say, you don't want to come in this situation. I would love to see Willock going in for him. I think Willock being a box-to-box player against his West Ham can be very profitable.
Would you do that, Sam? Would you take him off, or would you just leave it just for the minute?
If you can, if it's still 2-0, or I don't want to get carried away, but mate, if it's 3-0 by 60 minutes, then absolutely take him off. You can bring on. I mean, that would probably be the perfect scenario for someone like Matty, but he's not on the bench again.
But you know how daft Shelby can be sometimes. Like those stupid tackles.
Yeah.
And if they wind him up, he's definitely going to make a mistake. Because they will be fighting more now. West Ham coming from for Switzerland.
Oh, we haven't won yet. We haven't won yet. That's why he's not got the full smile. Yeah, I think that's why he hasn't got the full smile yet. But keep the comments coming in, because obviously the second half is going to be the next 3 or 4 minutes, I would have thought, and Sam's going to be back with the quick thoughts later on. Hopefully he's talking about a Newcastle win. He's definitely going to be talking about Alan Saint-Maximin. He's definitely going to be talking about Joe Linton scoring as well.
Might not, Ned, despite you. Might not.
Might not. But Sam, just quickly before you head off and then Carl comes back in, Joe Linton, another goal. Yes, he can't miss. He probably could try. But,
he can.
He can. But look, he was there, puts the ball in the back of the net. A couple of goals in the last 2 home games now. Can we see a run from Joe Linton in terms of goal scoring?
Possibly. I mean, the only way you're going to find out. I mean, if Wilson's fit, he wouldn't have played today. So it depends on it. Still only is that his 3rd goal this season? So let's not get too carried away. What is he averaging? Like 1 goal in every 20 Premier League games at the moment. But fair play to him. Yeah, fair play to him. It's always good to see. He is improving all the time now. So look, long may it continue. So is that what 2 goals in 3 2 goals in 3 games now?
2 goals in 3 games.
That's actually striker worthy. That's genuinely good. Don't matter how they go in, but who cares? Let's just not fuck this up, and hopefully things can go well. Is the second half started yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Or have I got time to show Carl what I'm sending him in the post?
Yeah.
Carl's nodding.
Go for it.
Right, so Carl, you change the layout for 4, and I will show you some things I'm sending you in the post. Hang on.
So you don't get this. You don't get this on Sky Sports.
Hang on. I'll disappear for 2 seconds, and then I'll be back. Hang on. Wait there.
Wait there. Where do you think we're going? Like
taking the Mickey out of us.
He is, isn't he, Brandon? Well, welcome back, Carl, to the watch along.
Thank you.
What drink have you got?
I have, mate, a glass of water in a Bulmer's glass. Pushing the boat out. I'll probably have a couple of beers when I get to my brother's later.
Yeah. Right, what have you got?
So I'm sending some of Charlie's old bits for, Carl, for when his child arrives.
Has Charlie agreed to this?
Dad, where's my clothes gone? Oh, mate, I love it already. Awesome.
Just need some ironing, but.
All right. Well, these are like 12 to 18 months old. Charlie's 4 now. So,
it's all about his gesture, Sam.
I think it's a bit too small for Carl.
I actually cannot wait to get him in all this stuff.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm going to put him straight in it as well. As a newborn, he'll just be like covered in all this stuff.
Yeah. What's that one say?
Oh,
Saint-Maximin is God. Future Newcastle
Love it.
stuff. That'll do.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear that for myself. Future Newcastle star.
Absolutely over the moon, mate. I can't wait.
So that's good. So fingers crossed we hold on to this lead. Please, God. Jesus. This would be massive. Let's not forget, West Ham are in a great run of form. They are dangerous going forward. Yes, they've got frailties at the back, which we've seen because they've gifted us 2 goals. But they're still a threat, and this ain't over. So let's not fuck this up, please, God.
Yeah,
100%. But, yes, in an hour's time, I'm here with Instant Reaction, and then I'm back with Carl for scoring the players later on. So enjoy the second half, everyone. Thank you for your comments. Please subscribe and all that. 25k whoop whoop.
Do you also want to plug the Greenwood and Milliner show again, shamelessly?
Yeah, well, like I did on True Faith last night on the Charlotte show. So it's just a shameless plug, and I love it. I don't regret it at all. I'll let Johnny do that. But yeah, right, second half. Let's have it. Come on. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Carl, what would you do if you're West Ham? How do you think they'll change at 10 men now? Do you think it looks like they're going to go 4 at the back? Where can Newcastle's going to go counter-attack again, do you think?
What if I'm West Ham, did you say? Or what?
If you're West Ham.
You've got to go for it, mate. You've just got to go for it. You know, they've got nothing to lose, have they, really? How far off top 4 are they?
They're in the top 4 now.
They're all currently in the top 4.
Yeah, currently in the top 4.
Who's 5th, mate? Sorry?
Chelsea, isn't it, Brandon? Chelsea are 5th,
yeah, Chelsea and then Liverpool 6th. Liverpool.
So Chelsea are a point behind currently, and who are they playing next?
Well, Chelsea got a cup, haven't they? They got Man City today.
Yeah, I think you've just got to go all out, haven't you? You've got to go all out and at least try and get a point from this. It's pointless in them just trying to sit back and
Chelsea's fixtures
for damage limitation, mate. So yeah, I'd even go 3 at the back and put 5 in the middle and put 4 in the middle and a couple up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played for Premier League. They play Brighton, West Ham, Fulham. Of course, they still have the Champions League. Well, Manchester City, Arsenal, Leicester, and Aston Villa on the last day.
It's tough that for Chelsea, isn't it? That's quite tough, actually.
Plus, also they play still Champions League, so they play Real Madrid as well twice.
Yeah.
Which
I didn't realize how many tough games Chelsea have got there. So
I don't think they have a good chance against Real Madrid now because they're on fire.
Do you know what it is as well with this game? You obviously look at the first time we played them this season, and I just think the way things have gone for us this season, with the likes of what happened with Spurs and stuff, you just look at it and you think, are we going to get a result? Shall I put a bet on? I just thought, no, there's no way. There's no way. Not the way that they've been playing. This is just ridiculous what's happened. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely over the moon. I'm so happy.
But what you guys were asking, what would West Ham fans feel? How would they feel? But thinking about Fulham fans, I think they feel even
Oh,
worse.
they'd be gutted. They'd be absolutely gutted, won't they?
They must be shitting themselves and hoping West Ham can score a goal early in the second half.
What?
Don Traore
I'll
always
do that,
absolutely
Ronan.
killed them. Like, absolutely just destroyed them.
What's that called?
You wanted me to take my hat off for some reason.
Second half.
A few greys.
Oh. That's fine. Goes back quickly, actually, Carl.
Yeah, I suppose it just comes back greyer and greyer now. That's the problem.
Carl, are you got it since last week? No tattoo of Newcastle Fans TV?
Oh, you know what? Like, banter aside, I would have quite happily looked forward to getting that done, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, a little bit, I guess. But also, I think my other half's relieved. Ronan, put the hat on. Okay, mate, I will.
We can do another one, though. We can do, if we stay up, we take one.
Well, no, because I think we're up now. I think we're up.
I know.
We've
That's
still
what I'm
got
saying.
45 minutes plus injury time here. Let's just hold on.
True.
Do you know what I was asked because we've got to do like our rotas in advance, and I was like, right, what game do I ask off? Because I normally get 2. I'm guaranteed at least 2 games off in every 4, sometimes 3 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I'm going to have to put the last game of the season as the day, like one of my days off, just in case. Like we expect the worst. You've got to expect the worst in Newcastle. So I think I've got the Fulham game off, right? I'm thinking, right, which ones do I think? I'm thinking, well, Man City, I'm not really bothered if I watch it or not because I think we're going to get tonked anyway. And I was thinking, right, it's either Leicester or Arsenal. I think I've gone with the Arsenal game, trying to get that one off. So I thought, well, because I don't think we've got a good record against Leicester, I think Arsenal will be a better game to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Because the Liverpool game will be boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
2:30 here now, lads. I think I'm good for...
Have you been sober? I thought you'd have had one by now, to be honest, mate.
No. I had in the back of my mind.
Go on, Mickey. Wide.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much for dropping by. Legend.
I would love to have a beer, but I'm at work at 3 o'clock. And
you can have one, though.
I'll have one at about 11:30 tonight, 11 o'clock, something like that.
I've had not had a beer for about 8 months, 9 months. And I'm definitely having a couple this afternoon. Definitely.
Last time I got a chance here. Bowen saved. Newcastle are just going for this. Like I think they'll just go on the counter today. I think you've got the likes of like Joe Linton's got a bit of confidence. Miggy will drive. ASM, we know what he's like. I think this is perfect for us.
And not to mention as well, Wilson is not even in yet.
Oh, well, you're not going, like I say, if it's 3 or 4-0, don't play him. Just
no.
Don't.
Yeah. I agree, definitely.
I know people want us to play him, but
well, if it's 3-0 up, I wouldn't have risk him. Give him that a little bit more time to recover.
Exactly.
Leeds are going to smash Liverpool up on. I don't even doubt that the way that you play football. That Liverpool have been so mediocre, haven't they? Though
Leeds don't give any team any respect.
No,
like newly promoted sides will give like your Man Cities, your Liverpools, the greatest of respects, your Man United. The Leeds have just not done that at all and gone, do you know what, we're going to play exactly the way how we did in the Championship. If it works, brilliant. If it doesn't, we'll work on it and we'll see what we need to do to improve. And it's absolutely like that Man City performance.
It's like no nonsense football, right? Just straightforward football. But I think as well, which is mental. From the year that Liverpool became champions last year, I think they kept the side pretty much the same almost, right? Well, they got Jota now, but mental how that season they were flying, and now it's like mediocre, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Salah's not what it was. Mane. Firmino, I don't know.
I think Liverpool's going to be an interesting one next season. I really do, because you've got Mbappe and Haaland on the market, because Mbappe's only got a year left on the contract. Haaland, every team in the world wants Haaland at the minute. I don't know. I just feel with the whole Nike thing in Liverpool and Mbappe, could something happen there?
Apparently, because one of my pals is a really good really close friend's a massive Liverpool fan, and he was saying that this something similar a couple of months ago, and I was like, I just couldn't see it. He was like, no, apparently, like they are gearing up to splashing the cash on him. So I wouldn't be surprised in seeing him at Liverpool and Haaland at Man City. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I think Haaland at Man City would make perfect sense, but City have been quite hush on it.
Yeah, but you heard he want to earn £1 million per week or euro, whatever. That's
a lot of money, that mine, isn't it? But if anybody can afford it, Man City can definitely afford it.
Big Bradshaw,
you know what?
You are late to the party, mate, but come and enjoy it. You've got to do the D-up 1-2 step to get involved. If you haven't seen the goal already, go back and you'll understand what we were going on about.
Can I just make a comment, because I haven't been thinking about it, but it comes up on my mind now. It's not just because he's my fellow countryman, but after that Champions League game from Liverpool, I've seen on Wijnaldum's his Instagram, I think it was, or Twitter, nasty comments to him, like cotton picker and everything. And
who said that?
Monkey. Liverpool fans against
really
Jorginho Wijnaldum. Yeah. I also retweeted it on my Twitter, but then I'm not taking a knee all the time at every game, but this is just pure racism, and that's what I hate.
Everyone's against that.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't be in football. It's 2021. Like seriously.
Also, like you say, like the people that have done that will be such a minority, and then you just get the rest of the fans getting tarnished with the same brush as well.
Murphy's son. Or Maxi.
Also, the people who threatened Steve Bruce to do him something wrong or wanted to kill him, like death threats towards Steve Bruce as well. As much as you don't like him,
yeah, none of us want to see that.
The man doesn't deserve that.
No, of course
not. What was that,
of course
Mickey?
not.
Oh, wait. Sam, I mean.
I do agree with you, Sam. I do agree, but I had a bit of banter with my pal because he was saying the same sort of thing. But let's not forget that 16-year-old Louis Barry turned him inside out, running ragged, and scored against him. So don't think they're missing him that much. But no, I do agree. In all seriousness, I do.
I think it'd be a big. I think just I know it's slightly off topic, but I think Liverpool could win the league next season. Just because you'll have Van Dijk back, you'll have Gomez back. You know, they've got Thiago played a full season already.
Yeah,
in the Premier League, that could be, and I think they'll make 1 or 2 signings. Liverpool. I just think Man City. Yes, they're so good, but I think with fans back in the stadiums at full capacity next season.
Norris is absolutely flying in the qualification, man. He's number 1 again.
Told you.
Yeah, he's mental. I'm just keeping an eye as well on the Formula 1. So that shot by Richie. Oh, it was offside anyway. Anyways.
True.
How do you feel about Jacob Murphy? He's just kind of taken that position and made it his own now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it was just like obviously I was always 50-50 on it, but I'm one of them to be proved wrong. If you do what you've done here, then fine, that's your position. Do you know what I mean? Definitely, I think Mankier is better than Kraft, obviously.
Getting warmed up.
So, but I think Jacob Murphy's proved that he's probably technically streets above the pair of them, and he's a lot more beneficial going forward.
Can it be as well that Murphy is close to contract extension? That he's close to contract extension, and once he got that contract, he kind of falls back in the old Murphy.
Newcastle are just honestly, when they're getting the ball, they're just looking for saint-maximin every single time in the middle of the park. He just drove into West Ham's half there, plays it to Miggy, and I think Miggy just wants to score today. Like he's had a couple of shots already today, and another one's been blocked. But West Ham are there for the taking. Yeah, if Newcastle can get a third, I think that'll probably deflate them. Like,
yeah, if like Abraxas and a few people have said in the chat, you know, we could get the goal difference sorted here as well. I'm really putting the pressure on for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are 1 point. We have 1 goal less now.
Yeah, we do at the minute.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'd bring Willock on for Shelby, definitely.
Yeah.
So Fulham has 24 goals scored, 42 against them. So that
That's
makes
minus
the
18.
yeah.
I think, yeah, him and that Martinez for Villa, the keeper, another excellent signing for 16, 17 million. You know, a couple of really good signings this year. But yeah, I agree. Rafinha was a great signing.
We have minus 17 and Fulham has minus 18 goal difference. So that goes against them now as well. That can be easily be a point as well.
My dad was so negative about this guy. So negative. I was speaking to him in the week. He's gone to play golf. He's like, it's just pointless watching it. Blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I know what you mean. He's not going to have any idea of what's going on. And
West
we're
Ham
like,
are just kind of probing a little bit here. But that's poor from West Ham. Poor from Johnson. Goes out for a goal kick. But yeah, West Ham, I think, are forcing it a little bit. I know they're down to 10 men. They keep, like, people that have just forgotten that Newcastle are 2-0 up. West Ham are down to 10 men. Like, nearly 10 minutes.
What the
I
fuck
don't
was
know
that?
what Carl's doing there.
sorry, I've got next door. Like they moved in a year ago. They've been doing work for a year. Like I'm this close to going around and just saying, can you please shut the fuck up for like the next half an hour, just for half an hour.
Jesus.
Not Sam, is it? It's not Sam when he's West Wing, is it?
Yeah, it is. Little does anyone know that I've moved into Sam's massive mansion.
Possession has been poor for us, but we're 2-0 up. 2-0 up, who cares? And we got much more chances as well.
Oh, goals, isn't it?
Right.
I'd love to have been a fly on the wall the week after we played Brighton and just see what was said. I do generally think it's made it more. I think it's made more of a difference than Sam said it did. I think it has. I think Brandon. I think he hit the nail on the head. Really, I think they've just spoke like men and just gone right. What's up? What's the issues? How can we resolve it? And at the minute, it seems to be working really well.
Because it has to, you know. Because otherwise, no way. If there was no conversation, no way that Matchy would have even played for him again. You know. So there had to be some sort of, because I think Richie's probably a pretty emotional guy. You know, if you hurt his feelings a little bit, he's probably not going to work for you anymore. And I think that's probably why, as well with Sean, they said there was a bust up. I think he sat down with these players like, look, we may be gone off from the wrong foot, but if you want to play for us, for the team, I want to give you a chance. We set our differences aside and just crack on, you know, give it all to stay up.
I think we probably will do, Aaron.
Whoa! What happened there?
What happened?
Well, the cameraman completely missed it because the West Ham literally just now scored.
Yeah, I saw it. Bowen, I think, right?
Yeah, Bowen. Bloody hell.
He's another one as well. How much did they pay for him? 20 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Hull.
I genuinely thought you were going to sign him. Good save from Dubravka.
Happy we went for Wilson. Oh, well, that was the season after, though. Never mind.
Miggy's had a frustrating game today, like.
No.
Yeah, he's been a bit frustrating, Miggy.
I wouldn't mind him being changed as substituted for Willock. Or Shelby. Actually, we can take Shelby off as well.
I don't think he's going to take Shelby off at the minute. I think he sees Miggy as more attacking. I think if he brings Willock on, I think it will be for Miggy.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Plus
it'll be
he's
for
our
anything
captain.
for a good 10 minutes or so, man.
But he's our captain as well, so.
Let's see what happens.
Mr. Milliner back.
No, it's always back. He's always watching.
Just turn his camera off again.
If I'm muting an hour, it's just because of the noise in the background. That's all right.
No worries.
He said to Maxi.
I just feel like Newcastle has got to be very careful here because I feel like they're switching off a bit. That's the last thing you want to do with a team that have been playing pretty well for the majority of the season. Because all it takes is one goal.
Just out of interest, Ginger, if we were to sell Miggy, how much would you expect to get for him, and where would you want to kind of put it? who would you look to take instead, out of interest?
Not really thought about it in great detail. I'll have to be honest.
Corner West Ham.
We sold him for 20 million, didn't we? I've got him for 20 million. So I don't know. 30, 35, is that unrealistic? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
Not
what
really
he's
thought about
worth.
it, to be honest.
I think he goes for around the same price that he 25 to 28 or something, I think.
Okay. West Ham now he scored from the corner, from the short corner, and
I think it's another corner, right?
It's another corner. I think Paul Dummett's just become Superman, getting in front of Diop there.
Yeah.
Don't switch off Newcastle. Come on, just nice and easy. Don't ruin it.
It was Ogbonna, Johnny.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've got them mixed up twice today. That's
Yeah.
not good, is it?
No.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, another corner for West Ham, a third consecutive corner now.
Oh, good.
Come
Up
on,
across
Newcastle.
there, ASM.
Yeah. Another corner. Newcastle got it away. No. Just. Well done, Kieran Clark. Clark.
Our defense have been decent today so far.
Much better than they were last week.
Right.
Cross
Well,
in.
Blackpool have scored against Sunderland.
Oh, what? If Carlsberg made Saturdays.
That's all right. At least they would have had at least they didn't have to travel to Blackpool.
You know what we're doing with that, like.
Oh, they're definitely going to be. They're definitely getting a playoff final, aren't they? They're definitely going in that playoff final. It'll be against someone like Portsmouth or Charlton, and it'll be 90 minutes where we should do a little watch along with a few beers on NFTV Extra, nice and relaxed. Going, what do you think?
Garbage
today?
Yeah, 25 to 30, I think is realistic. Yeah, 100%. We do need a box-to-box midfielder, especially with the way that we try and play. We just haven't got one.
That makes it Peterborough now 79 points. If they stay like this for Sunderland, they have 71. How much rounds is still have to play?
There's 46
2 more
games,
rounds.
So. Going down, going up.
Dwight Gill, I love that.
What a moment that
I
was.
love that one.
I still, do you know what it is? I found it absolutely insane when someone got relegated to League One. I just it was funny. Of course, it was funny, but you know, like you just thought about it. You thought League One,
Aye.
just so mental that like.
I'm just I wouldn't say sad, but the only bad thing about it is that you don't really have that derby day anymore that we used to have. That was Menteman. I've been to
But
one.
you've got it in you, right?
I've been to one Newcastle Sunderland game. Now it's basically us. We should do it only when they play our under 23s, you know.
I know. Do you know what it was? Right, the kids actually played all right. I went to that game, and the first half was 0-0.
Well, they got better. They got better after that. Like,
yeah. Is it a free kick to West Ham or is it a goal kick? Soufal. I don't know.
Kufal.
Kufal. Apologies. Yeah, it is a foul. It is a foul from what I've seen anyway, but I don't know if they've actually given it. But they have given it. Yeah.
Anyone want to answer that question? Anyone feeling anything about the takeover?
I have to be honest. I don't know. I've seen the article that Andrew Musgrove put in the Chronicle. The one that they put on the Telegraph, everybody knew that. It was just Jason Burt put it out on the Telegraph. He just put it in words. He just said the Saudis will come back on the table if the arbitration goes their way, because it means they'll have the green light to go ahead with it. So, do we know if the arbitration started? No. Has it started? I would probably say it hasn't started. I don't think it'll start until maybe the end of the season, which will be the worst kind of time for Newcastle, because if it does go through, you're eating up in a transfer window time. Mike Ashley obviously wants to sell. He obviously wants to sell to these guys, and he's going to try everything. As Callum Wilson is coming on for the tune.
63 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to be Alan Saint-Maximin. He does look like he's got a tiny knock.
Tiny knock, yeah, probably.
Coming off a bit gingerly. But good to see Callum Wilson come on for half an hour.
I don't really mind this too much. Really.
Huh?
I don't really mind this change, substitution too much.
He looks like he's got a bit of a knock, but I would just say, look, Maxi,
better
you've
to
got a
take
whole
him
week
off.
to recover.
Is it true that Burnley take the guys basically making the club pay for him buying the club? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever.
Yeah, yes and knock. Aye.
Yeah. Good to see Callum Wilson come on, get minutes. Probably would have liked to come on 2-0 and just hopefully just do the dirty side of the game. Waste a bit of time, make it nice and comfortable, and if you can get a goal, even better. The only thing I will say is it still looks like it's 11v11. It doesn't seem like we've got a man extra, which is probably one thing I can give credit to West Ham. That it doesn't feel like it's made a massive difference at all.
I'm just really tired of all this takeover news. I just want to wake up one day and it's done and dusted.
Like we're 2-0 up, and there's still people wanting to talk about it. And I think that's the frustrating.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, we have to cover it every time because the fans like that as well from us. But and they want to be keeping up to date about the news around it. But I think it's now in a stage that it's all just speculating, and the case
Chance.
You never know.
Save Martin Dubravka. Good save. West Ham just probing again down the left-hand side, get a cross in towards the far post, and
nice one, Martin.
Kufal.
You know what it is, right?
There he is. There's the flag of Kufal, and it's straight into the hands of Dubravka. Yeah, but can Newcastle just step it up a bit? I wouldn't mind them just step it a bit.
I think it would be a totally different game, even though we went, was it 1-0 up? If they wouldn't have had their red card, it might be a totally different game, and we might be at 1-1 already. So who's down?
The Linton's down with a head injury. The referee's just decided to blow his whistle.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a bit clumsy, but I don't think it's a foul. It's just very clumsy, really. It's nothing like nothing malicious about it, but
nah.
One of those things.
Bruce talking to Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
Should I run a little bit more over here or over there?
Pretty much.
Totally agree with the Braxis.
Do you still feel that way, Ginger? Even if we get a result today, I think it's pretty much done if we win this game.
Aye.
Personally,
probably one more point to top it off, but that would do it. And
36. It's just I think 35 should be enough, but I would just.
You don't want to take a risk.
Because I agree, we've got a tough run. Absolutely got a tough run coming up, but Fulham's run isn't easy either. That means they've got to go out and win essentially they'd have to win 3 games and draw the other one.
Out of the three of us, Newcastle, Fulham, and West Brom. West Brom probably have the easiest fixtures.
I think we've probably got. I would say Fulham has still got the toughest running. Like I wouldn't want to be going to Old Trafford, the Emirates, and Stamford Bridge in the last 6 games of the season.
Sorry, mate. I've literally next door are so loud with the drill. I'm getting really annoyed. So when I mute out and I'm like staring at the wall, that's why.
35 points could be enough, yes, but I don't think you want to take that risk. I think
well played, Sean Longstaff. Come on. Keep going. Come on, Mickey. Better ball this time round. Oh! Right idea.
Miggy, come on. Left, Richie.
Fulham's fixtures are 3-1 against Burnley, Southampton. Yeah, I agree. But they've still got to go out and win them, haven't they? I guess another win, if we do win this, cements it pretty much.
The thing is, Burnley are going to go there and just defend. They're just going to make it so difficult for Fulham, because Fulham would have gone, right, we'll beat Burnley at home. We'll beat Burnley at home. That's before balls kicked at the start of the season. But we've seen how difficult over the years it is to beat a Burnley team. Like, you look at your Burnleys and your Brightons go, oh, well, we should get at least 4 points from those games. And it doesn't work out like that. They get a scrappy 1-0 win, or in Brighton's case, a 3-0 win. And you're thinking, bloody hell, are we as bad as what they make out? Oh.
Also, Fulham cannot score.
Richie. Oh, Kieran Clark again. Kufal again. It's just, it's been so...
Good clearance by Clark.
Yeah, very good clearance. Just over 20 minutes to go, and Newcastle still 2-0 up here, but corner for West Ham.
I think you're taking it a little bit too far. Like, I don't think West Brom, especially if we win this one, wouldn't be a threat anymore.
I mean, don't get me wrong, West Brom are in great form, absolutely great form, but they've still got Leicester, Wolves, Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool, West Ham, and Leeds. Tough. So it's a really tough ask for them. I mean, obviously you can't write them off mathematically. Yeah, you can't.
I think honestly, if Newcastle could just get on the counter attack and see you later. Come on, cross it for him. Oh, so poor. So poor. Oh, Miggy goes mint, yeah. Little nutmeg. See you later, mate. I'll see you next week. Plays it to Joe Linton. Lovely cross. That's what we need, Joe Linton. Lovely cross for Callum Wilson to make it 9 goals against West Ham. No, straight into the Gallagher corner. See you later, mate.
And he was on site as well. Yeah, everyone's saying now in the chat as well, 1 more goal, lads. Kill the game, 1 more goal. Yeah, that will do.
The worst thing that could happen for us is if we go 2-1, if it's 2-1 with about 10 minutes to go, because we'll literally just camp. We'll just put a little flag with a 10 goal. We're going to defend for the next however many minutes. Come on, Paul. This is where we get a challenge in, and we'll go nice and easy. Corner ball.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Like, if something doesn't change, we'll be in the same position next year. Definitely. I think we all know that, unfortunately.
Koufal is a real threat, you know. That's what he did against Leicester as well. All the time coming from that right-hand flank. He's West Ham making sub.
Yeah. Well, Dubravka's just done what Fabianski should have done in the first half. And just either catch it or punch it away. And he's just cleared it away brilliantly.
We do need a Kabay. We definitely need a Kabay in the middle.
That's where we were talking about last week, I think, right? Why is Dubravka punching so much and not catching him?
2-1, boys. 2-1.
Yeah, I do.
2-1.
Aye.
Diop with the goal. It's been coming. Is he offside? Is he offside? It's probably not. I think Jacob Murphy's just keeping him on. It's Jalbo, the cross headed in, and it's a close one, but I think Jacob Murphy's just keeping him on. I think, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not
Dubravka probably. Oh, it's this close one. VAR are looking at it, but I think he's fine.
I think he's off.
No, he's
fine.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. He's on.
You can't score with your hand, can you? So
no.
Well, then again, I don't know.
We've seen some ridiculous calls this year, haven't we? You'd be aggrieved if that was called offside, to be fair.
Spoiler alert, it hasn't. 2-1. This is what we didn't want.
Aye.
Eric reckons also a mistake from Dubravka.
Yeah.
I can slightly see that. Actually, yeah, he probably should say that. He probably should get a bigger hand to it. This is just awful, this, man. Still
good header, though.
Yeah, still got 16, 17 minutes left. Yeah, just a long time.
Go ahead. Get it in early.
Oh, my God. This is what I hate about football, because it's the one thing you look forward to, but you want it to finish straight away if you're winning.
Absolutely.
You know. But Newcastle, I'm not being funny, but Newcastle have brought this on themselves a little bit in the last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, totally agree. I will say though, I still take a point against West Ham.
No, Brandon.
Yeah, okay, I shut up.
Brandon,
Sorry.
we're 2-1 up with
Yeah.
to go, man. West Ham are bringing on Ben Rama for Noble, so they're going for it. Newcastle have just got to be a bit more clever, be a bit more smart, and just keep it going. Right. I don't like the fact that we're so deep. We haven't really done anything in terms of changing it. When even West Ham are down 10 men.
No.
I feel like this has just been forgotten.
Yeah, no, you're right, mate. You're right.
Oh, come on, my boys. Come on.
Join what you're doing there.
West Ham is getting a bit more confidence here. Like, it's just not good.
They need us to Koval over that right-hand side. It's coming up all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Souček is not so much of a threat today. Lingard haven't been seen much.
No, don't say that because you know what he's like. We'll see a dance from him in about 3 minutes.
Shut up.
Come on, Newcastle. Come on, bit more. I think the players just realised how important it is just to hold on. And I think that's what they're doing. They're holding on. They're not kind of going for it anymore.
It can go either way, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It's just awful. I hate stuff like this.
No, I agree. I'll definitely get Joe Willicom.
Well, if it goes well for us, it's nice to keep the game a little bit more tense. But now it's terrible. But if you go, what?
I'd probably just do a straight swap with Shelby, to be honest, Johnny. Just like.
Oh, they're gonna watch for an elbow for this one.
Yeah, VAR looking at this.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, this could be interesting. This.
Come on, how that's nothing, man.
He's having a look at the monitor.
Handball.
He's having a look at the monitor.
Handball.
Handball.
Yeah.
No way.
I think it will be.
Is it a handball?
Come on.
He's gonna have a look, and I think this does not look good at all.
Penalty.
Let's have a look.
Fuck.
They've absolutely thrown this away.
VR is killing his game, man.
Is it?
I just think he's going to give it. I think it's really soft, but I just think he's going to give it.
I think that the problem, and it is a penalty.
Fuck. What a joke.
The problem.
I should have catched in, man.
The problem is, you can understand why he's giving it, because if you put your arm like that,
yeah,
going for something, especially in the box, the referees are going to look at it.
Yeah, I can't even complain about it, really.
I think it's so stupid from Kieran Clark. I really, really do. It's so stupid, especially with VAR. You cannot miss that.
Come on, Martin. Maybe Kieran Clark going off injured as well? Question mark.
And now we think we're going to struggle to get anything from the game now. It's all changed in the space of 5 minutes, yeah. Lingard with the penalty it's going to be. Actually, this is a question for anybody. Has Martin Dubravka ever saved a penalty for Newcastle? Well, Carl's on mute, so I can't tell.
I genuinely don't know. I don't know.
Oh, this is just awful. How on earth have we gone from being 2-0 up, not comfortable, but comfortable-ish, and now potentially going to be 2-2 because we've absolutely messed around and potentially it's almost like we've settled, so we're going to just defend for 45 minutes. West Ham are down 10 men. Oh my God. I think Kieran Clark's just been told he's been given for handball, yeah.
Fuck me.
Martin, if you ever fancy saving a penalty, you'd be right about now, I think.
Oh, come
no.
on. Fuck up Lingard's head.
Here we go. Jesse Lingard against Martin Dubravka. Come on, Martin. Come on, you've got to save one penalty one day. Wouldn't mind it being today, like. It's tense, very tense. Here we go.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Come on, Martin. So it's 2-2. Good penalty. Off the post and in. No dance from Jesse Lingard, but West Ham fully deserve it. They fully deserve it. Dubravka goes the right way. It's an excellent penalty. It's an excellent penalty.
No way of stopping that, like.
No, you're definitely not stopping that one. But the only chance it's missing if it hits the post and comes out. Oh, this is a big 10 minutes or so now.
What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare.
What on earth's happened to you, man? From being 2-0 up and then being all right. You bugger. It's a good thing we've got Callum Wilson on the pitch now.
Yeah. Come on, let's go and fucking get him for the next 10 minutes.
Hamilton pole position, by the way, Johnny.
What do you say, sorry, Brandon?
Hamilton has pole.
Has he? Oh, Joe Willock's on. I didn't see that. Who's he on for, though? That's a question. Who's he on for? Miggy, is it? Is it Miggy?
I think Miggy's still on.
He's coming for someone. I can't see who it is at all there.
Let me see.
Miggy's still on, I'm sure he is.
It's Longstaff, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Longstaff.
Jeez.
Can't believe this. Well, actually,
How was
so
this?
lovely to be in Tuven.
Can't. Oh, this is awful.
Story of our lives.
Come on! Come on! Miggy! Murphy! Get over the line! Gotta be! Oh! How on earth?
What?
How on earth have we absolutely... Oh! You can't...
Ah, you bastard.
That. Seriously, how on earth
Johnson,
have we
man,
managed to
fucking
not
hell.
score there?
Fucking hell, man.
Oh my word. They've just woken up and nearly scored. Could have scored. Miggy, I don't know. Oh, such a poor ball. I think it was Joe Linton. Oh, yes! Get in! Joe Linton! Get in, you beauty!
Get in!
Ball from Richie. What a header. In the back of the net. Come on. Get in!
Willock, man. Willock again.
I feel
Go
better.
on, son.
Get in!
Joe Linton on the left. Plays it to Richie. What a ball. What a substitution.
Fucking Joe Willock. Come on, lad.
He just wants it more.
Joe
No
Willock, you
chance for
beauty.
Fabianski. He gets a touch to it, Fabianski, but oh, what a finish.
Chris, are you still in the chat, mate? You're still in the chat.
I'm
Oh,
gonna buy myself a Joe Willock pajamas, really.
What a goal.
get
What a
in.
response.
Woo! Should have
Go
done
on,
this
lads.
before the
Come on.
2-1, but oh, hey,
What a
lad.
substitution, eh, Brandon? What a substitution.
And the Greenwood effect keeps going on.
Oh my God. We should have been 3-2
Never in
about a
doubt.
minute
Never
ago.
in doubt.
We should have been 3-2 about a minute ago. Lovely play on the left-hand side. Plays it to Wilson, to Joe Linton. Wilson's ball, I think it was Wilson with the ball. Should have been so much better to Miggy. But Murphy's behind him and it gets clear off the line, but I thought it was in. But he must have,
Johnson cleared it, I think, right?
Pardon?
Johnson cleared it, I think, for you.
I think it was, yeah, probably. But Johnson gets done for Willock's header, mind. But
Yeah.
Newcastle 3-2 up now.
Yeah, scored at 4-2.
Foul.
But I'm actually correct. It didn't go the way as I did, but now 3-2. I said 3-2 is going to be Newcastle.
I want to see this chance. So just here we go. It's Wilson. The ball's not great. Murphy. Oh, it's nowhere near going in. It's Callum Wilson. The ball to Miggy. Miggy should really do better, but Murphy's behind him, and it's going in. But yeah, you're right. I was going to say Sam. Brandon. Cleared off the line by Johnson. Whew.
I think the timing from Miggy is a little bit off there.
Brent, get yourself to the pub this afternoon, mate. That's what you need to do. Get yourself to the pub this afternoon, buddy.
This is awful. Like 3-2. Hey, football, bloody hell.
Football, what a game.
Oh,
Chris,
honestly,
all I'm
it's
saying
amazing.
is every other Leeds fan in here is on our side. What have we done to hurt you? What have we done?
Jesse Lingard looks like he's pulled his hamstring here.
Appreciate
Just blame
that,
it on a
mate.
Dutch guy. Blame it on
the Dutch guy.
One thing's for sure, these streams with you guys are certainly entertaining. Wow, we got something's got to be when it comes to Newcastle.
Fuck. Is that a Villa fan, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Lanzini's coming on for Lingard. Yeah, Lingard's done.
This can cost West
It's all
Ham,
right.
really.
Abraxas, it's fine. We can all have a bit of banter.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This can cost West Ham the top 4 if Lingard is out.
Yeah. Let's give it up for Joe Willett, though. What? He's only been on a couple of minutes. He's probably
King Bruce Manager of the Month. Oh, jeez. Please no.
West Ham
No,
fan
we don't
TV
know
just
who
called you
said
like a
that.
bunch of wife-beating Northerners.
I
That's
don't
a little
think
bit.
who said that. I don't think who said that.
No, I was gonna say. I think that's a little bit strong.
Yeah, a little bit strong. I would like to see their reaction at 2-2 and thinking, come on, we'll take it to them now. And then he conceded 2, but conceded 1 afterwards. But no, it's a good West Ham. West Ham fan TV is a very good channel.
Yeah, they had really nice words for us as well.
Big fan of all the quite a few of the West Ham fan channels. To be fair,
Johnny,
I'm with Lee on this one. I'm with Lee.
It'll be all grey by the time it happens, mate. Not happening. Oh my god!
As long as you will be on the watch along, Johnny, the more longer you will stay on the watch along, it will get greyer and greyer by
I've got
every
to
game.
leave for work soon. I've completely remembered I start work at 3. I just check the time. It's like it's 2:17. I'm gonna have to leave here about 25 to 3.
How long is the road down to your work?
15 minutes, 15-20 minutes.
So you got 30
Lennon,
minutes to go away.
do you really want to know the score, buddy? I mean, we were 2-0 up, and then you brought it back to 2-2. It's now 3-2 to Newcastle.
This is gonna be the thing. Is there's gonna be so much injury time now. Oh no. Yeah, Lingard's off. Lanzini's on.
Yeah, we've got to keep. I agree. There's no point in sitting back. We just got to keep.
This one is dedicated to Joe Willock. Cheers, Joe. Love you to death.
Is anybody surprised that what's his face? Shelby's still on or still in the game? As in, like,
as he is, he's the captain, right? So you don't. Really
I'm surprised his legs haven't fallen off.
Yeah. Oh, well played, Richie. Oh, this is hard work.
He
this
does,
is hard
doesn't he?
work.
He does love a goal against London clubs.
He does. We've got what we're on 87 minutes. Well played, Miggy.
Come on, lads.
Who is your most hated team? I mean, it's got to be Sunderland.
No way, boys! It's not even out the pitch yet, man.
Has it be Premier League club or whatever? If it's don't have to be an English club, I would say Ajax.
It's Sunderland.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
hate Ajax a lot.
You hate Ajax?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Arrogant pricks.
I agree. I would sign him.
Oh,
You're questioning now why Bruce keeps putting Willock on the bench now.
West Ham a break. Well, coming on the attack here. Kufal.
Don't do me, Johnny. Don't say it's gonna be 3-3.
No, it's not yet. Well, I hope
Shut up with yet. Leave that shit out.
Lanzini. Then Rama, the space on his left-hand side, but he goes for the shot. He shouldn't have really gone for the shot there. Oh, come on, Newcastle.
Actually, I was
Go on,
talking.
Mickey. Get the burners going. Go on, son.
Actually, I was talking with my brother yesterday about this guy, Koopmeiners. He plays for AZ Alkmaar. He can be a great signing for us as well. You guys probably never heard of the lad, but
No, never heard of him. I'm not going to lie.
He will be a good signing, so I agree with this.
Yeah, look at what he's doing there. Dubravka, what you doing? Trying to give us a lot more attack.
I agree. This is not good for people's health.
Callum Wilson, that is absolutely fantastic. Centre forward play. Unbelievable centre forward play. Oh, how many minutes of injury time? I think it could be about 5 or 6 minutes, yeah.
Because of that injury from Kieran Clark?
Yeah, I think the injury is Clark, injury to Lingard, and plus substitutions. I think it could be 5 or 6 minutes, yeah.
5 is fair, I think, yeah.
I think Steve Bruce has just been told, and he's like, I think he's saying 6 minutes. I think Steve Bruce he's just said something on the lines of 6 minutes, that's a bit long.
We need to run even more.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 minutes, lads. Get your sleeves up. Dust ourselves down. We got this.
Is that not 8
what?
Minutes? 8 minutes? Where's he got 8 minutes from?
Now I get the reaction of what the hell?
8 minutes?
Was that clock ticking in the break as well?
Kieran Clark was down for like 1 minute 10 seconds.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
What the hell?
Bloody no Sam, if you're watching, can you do the last? Sam, if you're watching, can you do the final word, the last word clip? Because I definitely don't have time to do it now. I definitely don't have time. Apologies in advance. Sam, if you can comment and just say yes, that's fine. I really would appreciate that.
8 minutes, man. Hoy.
8 minutes. God almighty.
How? Where does that come from?
Well done, Miggy.
I don't know.
This is just horrendous. Oh, it's all right, lads. We've only got 7 minutes left. Against 10 men.
I'm with Anthony. I can't take it.
I'm afraid last minute, like 96 minutes or whatever.
Brandon, don't say it.
We gotta score the goal. We gotta score the goal in 96 minutes. That's what I
I'll
wanted to
kick you
say.
from the watch along if you continue to say things
Go
like
on, go on.
No, I say we gotta score.
We've heard that before. Yeah, that didn't work.
Go on, Wilson. Oh, you already saw this probably.
Yeah.
Blocked by Ogbonna.
Oh. What are you trying to do there, man? Come on, take advantage. Come on, Richie. Go on, Richie. That's quality from Matt Ritchie there. That's a foul. That's ref. Matt Ritchie, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Come on.
Absolutely brilliant. Brandon, cash out.
Who said that? Who said that?
Mr. St. Helens.
Oh.
Okay.
Just over 5 minutes to go.
It's pretty much sorted, mate. We're just trying to get it to integrate with the software that we've got.
Can we make the agreement call? Next game it will be on?
I can't, mate, because it's.
But it's most likely, right?
I said that too. I said that a week ago, so I don't know. I'll go with yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Can we just keep it in the corner for the next 5 minutes? We've got a free kick literally on the corner spot.
Are they gonna defend it at the corner?
Yeah, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, because you don't want to counter, right?
Throw into Newcastle. Just another 4.5 minutes, just more or less.
Eric Hardenberg.
This is actually ridiculous.
Richie is a warrior. If you see Richie play today again, like how could it be He not in the squad for such a long time.
He had a shaky 10 minutes when Kufal was kind of just getting in front of him, but oh my God. Oh, what a ball. Ben Rama down the road to the right-hand side here for West Ham. Well done. Well done. Joe Linton, what are you doing? Oh! What's he doing, man? This is not good for your health.
Did they score?
No, Kieran Clark nearly decided to put it in his own net.
Oh, I see it now. Fuck me.
This is
It's
just...
a corner West Ham, right? Or...
Yeah, unfortunately. Why has Kieran Clark decided to turn into Kieran Clark of Ireland from the last 20 minutes? It's awful. Corner at West Ham, just over 3 minutes to go.
Completely off topic, and completely Newcastle Fans TV unrelated. If you want a good podcast to go and watch, Andy Woodman on Under the Cosh. Watched it the other day. Brilliant.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where's it about?
It was about his 8-year contract from Mike Ashley. Very interesting.
Keep it going, Newcastle. Keep it going. Cleared it. Joe Linton clears it for a throw-in. Just under 3 minutes. West Ham in a sub. Fredericks on for Johnson. Can Newcastle hold on? For what would be a huge 3 points. Goal kick to Newcastle United.
Fredericks is a midfielder, right?
Fredericks is a fullback.
Okay.
Lots of people cheering on the tune today.
They are.
Clubs all up and down the land. I love it.
Jacob Murphy was booked for something, but I don't know what he was booked for.
No way I'm going to cash out now.
Andy Carroll's coming on. Get the big man on. Come on. Who's he coming on for? Joe Linton?
And he's chucking him in as a centre back.
I don't blame him, actually. It's probably
not
bad.
He did
I think
that
Joe Linton coming off.
Probably. Oh, Andy Carroll, you beauty.
Just the 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left still.
Just under 2 minutes.
God's sake.
Keep going, boys. Keep going. Keep going. Have to end the corner for a little bit. West Ham have got it back.
Come on, Callum.
Throw into West Ham, just over a minute about a minute and a half.
I'm with Ginger on that.
Coming on for West Ham for Joe Linton.
It?
Joe Linton's putting. I think he's done well today, Joe Linton.
Yeah, he scored as well. So
I think he's had a good game today.
All you can ask from an attacker to score, right?
So,
plus, he is holding the ball pretty well.
Villa fans, Liverpool fans, Leeds fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Under the Cosh is fantastic. So, really good, mate. Really good.
Just under a minute, and they've got a throw in West Ham. Kufal with the throw.
It's giving me diabetes.
Jesus.
Kieran Clark hasn't used his hand this time.
Okay, good to know that. Like,
for all of you non-Newcastle fans, if you're happy with the result today, just drop a like or a subscription to the channel. It's free, costs you nothing.
Help us a lot.
Get it, Jacob Murphy. Right, Carroll, just keep the ball over there, or give it to Callum Wilson. Give it to Callum Wilson. Come on, boy. Come on. Man on. Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson. No, he's dropping in the box. He's got to shoot. Oh. What's he done? Seconds left. It can't be much more than 30 seconds. That has got to be Martin Dubravka's ball all day long. And it's full time.
Get in. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I think we might be safe. I'm touching wood. Touching wood.
I'm happy I didn't cash out.
Brandon's won on his bet.
I'm going to have to go because I've got work in half an hour.
Enjoy work, Johnny. Take it easy, mate.
Easy work day now for you.
See you later.
Right, can you take off the stream there, Carl?
Yeah. No worries, mate. See you later. We'll have to end pretty much now as well, because Sam's going to jump onto the instant reaction.
Right. No
Let me
worries.
just change this over. But yeah, let's just quickly run through some comments. Joe, for the win, it's a massive 3 points for the turn. It's West Ham's fans in the mud like the mud. Okay. Big win after the takeover. We need to go get a couple of good Canadian boys. Alfonso Davis, Jonathan Day will take both of them. Absolutely. Brent, enjoy your Saturday. Get yourself in the pub.
I will. I cannot. We have no pubs open.
Fantastic
thank you
result.
for the needle, man. Thank you for the needle.
Dan, we have to do with this stuff the hard way, 100%. Touching wood, Carl, touching cloth. This football team is going to kill me. I absolutely agree. Thank you very much for everyone joining us today. 300, well, I think we touched over 400 viewers today, which is fantastic. If you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. We've got Sam coming up with the instant reaction. Then it'll be myself and Brandon hosting the fan reaction. And then myself and Sam back on scoring the players, with Lee finishing off with the last word. Hopefully, wherever you are, you've got some sun and you can get yourselves to have a few beers and enjoy the weekend. Been a pleasure all. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. Get in.